What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another live game reaction. Today, Loyalist and I will be going over the Tennessee Titans, as you can see above us, visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars in the preemptive playoff AFC South championship game.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is, right?
Yeah, pretty much. AFC South being such the juggernaut that it's been this year.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah.
exactly. All the big, powerful teams are here. Surely there isn't two teams in this division fighting for a top five draft pick this year. Um,
Oh, no. That'll be tomorrow. Stay tuned, guys.
oh, okay, yeah. Tomorrow, those two teams are fighting for a top five draft pick. Yeah, guaranteed one of them is already number one. There's nothing they could really do.
Yeah.
I mean, they could lose and then Chicago. No, they could win and then Chicago lose, and I think Chicago takes number one.
Yes, sir, because of that dreaded tiebreaker with the Colts at week one.
Yep.
So,
But the Texans could win. Definitely could win. And speaking of which, before we get into the Titans Jaguars game, which we will be reacting to live, I'll be calling the play-by-play, and Loyalist here will be performing his nightly duties. I will have to leave. That is my alarm saying, "Hey, dude, go live." So give me a moment while I kill that. There we go. I will have to leave sometime around 8:30, 8:30, somewhere around in there. I got to pick up my son from work. So, Loyalist, you'll be on the play-by-play until I get back.
all righty. All right, guys. Be ready around 8:30. If you have to go to the bathroom, that'll be the time. I am not as good as Lawrence on that stuff. I'll do my best, though.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. But before we get into the Titans Jaguars, let's talk a little bit about tomorrow's game. The Indianapolis Colts hosting the Houston Texans. So we talked about actually doing that a little bit today, previewing that game as well, since this is a Colts channel. And in all honesty, tomorrow's game, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, we got to lose this game. We got to lose this game." I don't know if we do.
Yeah. For me, honestly, same as always, I want the team to go out and play 100%, give their best, less chances of injury. I do not want anybody, getting injured in this final game of the season. We've lost enough this year as far as that goes. So let's just keep everybody going full throttle, and hopefully the injuries will stay at bay.
Absolutely. And we, like I said, as people start rolling in, we will be talking about the Jags Titans. And I'm going to tell you right now, I got the Jags winning, and I'll tell you by how much here in a little bit and the reasons for that. But for tomorrow, absolutely health today and tomorrow, this whole week 18, people need to stay healthy. It doesn't matter which team they're on, whether they're going to be playing again next week or if they're done for the season after this week, they still need to stay healthy. If your season's over, obviously, if you're, going to be in the playoffs, you want to be healthy to play in the playoffs. But also, even if you're not, you don't want to go home hurt.
No.
You want to go home and, players and coaches go home and spend time with your family and not rehabbing something.
Yeah, absolutely. You want those guys, like you said, going in, getting their downtime the way they want to get their downtime, to where they're not constantly going to surgery or going to a trainer or rehabbing. You want these guys working to better themselves, not to get themselves back.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. I feel for the players mostly. I've talked to former players and current players quite a bit, and the humanity of the situation. These people are human beings, right? We tend to think of them as like Terminators, robots out there on the field, just do your job type stuff, but they're still human beings. Okay, so we got to keep that in mind. I think that tomorrow, like I said, this first 15 minutes, I want to talk a little bit about the Colts Texans. I think the Colts win. I think we're going to start Sam Ellinger. I don't think that Ryan's going to play, and obviously Foles is still hurt. I think we play Sam Ellinger because of how he looked in the second half last week. Showed some promise, played better than what Matt Ryan did the last few weeks, and way better than Nick Foles has played his game and a half that he got to play. So I think Sam's going to play a little bit. It'll be kind of a showing, I think, to see if he will stick around as a possible, backup next year for the Indianapolis Colts, depending upon who they get for a quarterback this upcoming offseason. But I want to see some guys ball a little bit. All right. I want to see my players on my team go out with a win. I know that fans don't want to, but if you've ever played football, you don't want to walk out on a 7-game losing streak. Okay. You do not. You want to at least leave the season on some kind of a high note. And what better high note than beating a divisional rival? At least then you'll be in a little bit better spirit, being that you ain't playing again until July, August, So, I think this is what's going to happen.
Yeah. And to be honest, I mean, I understand there's value, but when you're starting to talk about whether it's the 6th pick or the 3rd pick, I mean, you're in a range no matter, to do what you need to do, to get, if you want to move up, if you want to move back. So to me, this game isn't nearly as much of a, draft situation. I mean, I get it. If you got the 5th pick or the 4th pick, you have to give up less to move up, or you're a more optimal position. But right now, like I said, the GM's got himself in a position with this draft, no matter what happens, that he should be able to get the quarterback if he's got a guy that he wants. He should be able to, control whatever he can control as far as the draft goes. So, like you said, I'm sorry, let's end this thing. Let's go into next year with the positive note. These guys that have, I mean, these teams, to me, the biggest struggle is staying engaged, staying motivated, and this Colts team has really done well at that. I mean, heck, both teams. If you look at the game that the Texans, had against the Cowboys and stuff, what I mean, or the Jaguars, these guys have also stayed engaged. So they need to be rewarded with just, like I said, support from the fan bases saying, hey, we appreciate, you guys staying motivated and giving us the best you can.
Absolutely. As for tomorrow's game, hopefully, like I said, the Colts come out on top, but at the same time, I do want to see certain players play a little bit more than other players. There's Deion Jackson. I want to see him more than I want to see Zach Moss. All right. I understand a lot of people want to see Zach Moss. He is a power runner. I get that. And he did pretty good last week.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just want to see what we got in Deion Jackson, because he has shown that he can catch out of the backfield, and he does show that he has a little bit of breakaway speed. I want to see if he's a guy that we're going to keep around next season, because I got a feeling we're going to be seeing Moss anyhow. And then, of course, actually, I think Moss is at the end of his contract too.
No, he's got another year after this year.
Okay, yeah. And then, maybe Jordan Wilkins, maybe a little bit of Jordan Wilkins. I mean, Jordan Wilkins is a guy who was with the running back group.
I think Wilkins was released.
Was he?
I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
They let him go this last week.
That sucks.
Yeah, they let him go and brought up Kiki Kuti and.
So we only got 2 running backs?
Like I said, we got the Deion Jackson. We got, they brought up another, I'm sorry, I don't remember all the practice squad. There was a lot of movement in the practice squad.
Oh, okay.
This week.
Probably to get a little bit of look at some of the other guys, which I understand. You definitely, thanks, Brandon, for letting us know. Speaking of, hey, shout out to B-Ball, Brandon in here in the chat. I want to let you guys know, and I want you to let you know He's the one that's going to be providing the stream here in our Discord that we're going to be reacting to. You're welcome to join the Discord as I dropped it into the live chat. That way, you could watch the exact same stream that we're watching at the same time.
Yeah, appreciate all that he's done for us this year. I mean, the guy is literally coming back at less than 24 hours after being in, having a procedure done and stuff. So just like the Colts, he's like, I got you guys. And man, we really do appreciate it, people.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. So guys, I want to see more Woods. I want to see more Woods out there. Jelani. Especially since the other tight ends are hurt basically outside of Mo Alley Cox. I want to see. I know Paris is out there a lot already, but I still want to see him out there doing a lot, playing a lot, not worried about injury. Get out there and just show what he can do, especially with a guy who can extend a play once in a while. That kind of speed and athleticism can come in very handy for a guy like Sam Ellinger. Defensively, let's get a little bit better look at Dallas Flowers at cornerback.
Yeah, we may not have too much trouble when you look at the depth chart on the Colts secondary right now. I mean, honestly, Stephon Gilmore hasn't practiced all week with a wrist, and I'm of the thinking, just set him. I get it. It puts you at a low number count, especially if Faison isn't fully recovered from the concussion, which he did practice full on Friday. So he's one of him and Stephon are the two questionables. But like I said, I don't if Stephon Gilmore is still struggling with that wrist, just don't even risk it. Don't put the guy out there. There's really nothing to be gained by it, right? This game to me is I want to see a lot of young players. But man, I also don't want to forget there's not been a whole lot of excitement on the offensive side of things, but you still got some of these offensive players such as Michael Pittman Jr. that, there's some platitudes, that you're hoping, like for me, he's 4 catches away from 100 catch season, thank you. Jake Funk is also, thank you. Yeah. He's the other running back that we picked up in place of Wilkins. How do I forget the last name of Funk? I mean, I'm sorry.
But, it's not like that's what the Colts have been in all season.
Yeah, there you go. Is that Ballard sort of throwing a message? We're just going to embrace the funk for this last game. But my point earlier was I want to see Michael Pittman Jr. Can he get the 4 catches to get him up to that 100 reception mark?
And 120,
105 yards.
105 yards.
Yeah, he gets 105 yards. He gets 1,000 yards receiving, which, guys, if you ask me, that's like 1,500 with what this Colts quarterback situation has been this year. Maybe even like 1,750 yards. Because let's be honest, it's not been pretty. And yes, Michael Pittman Jr. was targeted early and often, but when the ball's
always a short stuff.
Yeah, when the ball's going 5 yards or less, then there's a lot of work to get that 1,000 yards in for the season.
Absolutely. Let's see here. I want to see improvement. I want to see continued improvement in our offensive line. That's something that we have been really focused on all season. They've gotten better since Jeff Saturday's been here, incrementally better week after week after week, which puts me on the, is it Strausser? That's a big question, right? Yeah. So, Jeff Saturday walks in and all of a sudden the offensive line starts looking better. Come on now. That's not a good thing. Look, let's see what Dio does in replacing Yannick Ngakoue. I don't see Dio as your, 7-9 wide pass rusher. He's just not the speed guy. He's more of your strong side pass rusher, like, Kwity Paye, or even a defensive tackle. He is a copy, print, paste duplication of DeForest Buckner, only a little smaller weight-wise. It's pretty much what he is. So Now DeForest can play defensive end, but he's not a speed rusher by any means, and neither is Dio. But I still want to see what he can do on the edge a little bit, just to kind of give us a little bit of an idea, because if we can't keep Gus Bradley, then we're probably not keeping Yannick Ngakoue. I figure he's probably tied to Gus. So we definitely need to see what our pass rush will look like this upcoming season if we need to go grab another person. We were fifth in the NFL in sacks prior to the Giants game, before no one ever even sniffed Daniel Jones because he was on the run the entire time. Not that they didn't get pressures and things like that. They absolutely did. They forced him out of the pocket a lot, but still.
Yeah, but there again, that also the D edge is not just responsible for getting pressure. He's also a lot of times responsible for containment and stuff, and we lost a containment. I mean, honestly, I'm I'm going to be nice after, but the containment was not there, and which, like you said, Daniel Jones was running freely, multiple times last week. So,
which is something you would have never, and I it's kind of funny to say, you would have never said that with Matt Eberflus.
Mm-hmm.
That never happened with Eberflus. That was actually one of the worries we had when it come to Gus Bradley was, you attack and then you have open gaps, and then quarterbacks will find that open gap and gone.
Mm-hmm.
Now a couple of those runs that Daniel had last week was designed quarterback runs, that were freaking executed perfectly by the Giants. But yeah, I get you. Yeah, that's it. That is a big worry.
This game coming up, we'll get to for the Colts. You get to sit there and see, we get to see more Sam Ehlinger. Another game of reps and stuff. All the offensive line, Ryman and Fries. Every rep these guys get is very important. I like what I've seen. Let's just keep that going. You said Dallas Flowers. You got Judon. Where does Judon? Or I'm sorry, good gravy. Jojo Doman. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm dreaming.
I'll take a Matt Judon.
All of a sudden, sorry, Yannick. But yeah, you've got Jojo Doman and some of these linebackers, because honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing them getting a little bit of reps in this game because of the question marks that we have as far as free agency with EJ Speed and Bobby Okereke. We know Shaq isn't going to be coming out of that locker room tomorrow. So, maybe get these guys some reps. Let's just see where these guys are and reps. Just give these, Dallas Flowers, Tony Brown, give these guys opportunities to get out there, play meaningful football, and just, like I said, just get more experience, get more of a visual seeing what these guys do under pressure, and let's understand what their strengths and weaknesses are, so that hopefully these guys that we will have under contract next year, we know more about where to start with their next steps and stuff through the offseason and going into training camp.
Now, this is a situation. Now, obviously, the Colts want to win. They want to spoil. They want a chance, just to go out, like I said, go out on a high note. They're going to play the best they can. Look, when you talked about Stephon Gilmore and his wrist, I hadn't practiced all week. Now, he could have just not been practicing because, they're resting the wrist, just so he could. That stuff happened all the time, throughout the seasons with the Indianapolis Colts. But when certain guys would be hurt and not practice, but then come in and play the very next week. T.Y. Hilton was famous for not practicing, right? And when you're a veteran player like that and you're banged up, you sit the entire week and go out and play. You'll sit in on film rooms and stuff like that, and go through walkthroughs of but you still play. So we'll see. Maybe he'll go out there with a wrist guard on, and stuff, and be able to play.
Yeah, because he's had that thing in the brace all week, and the thing is I would say he is one of, if not the only player that I'd walk up to and say, where you at, man? Are you feeling good? Do you want to go today? and I'm not sitting there saying that coaches should always do that, but Stephon Gilmore being such a senior veteran in this league, you know what you got. You know you've got him under contract next year. I'd honestly just sit there and try it. Hey, do you want to just set this thing out? Do you want to go out and battle with your brothers? And just let him, his input really guide the team as far as where they go. Because if this isn't an injury that can get worse, or if this isn't an injury that is going to hamper him or put him in harm's way, then yeah, leave it up to him and decide. Do you want to go out there? Do you want to just sit and let that be your guiding force as far as the decision about whether he's in or out tomorrow?
100%. I think we're going to move on from the Colts talk right now, since we're getting a little bit closer to the game.
Okay.
We're going to talk about both these teams here, that the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Dude, the Jaguars have been on fire as of late. They have been whooping everybody. All right, everybody. And it's kind of weird. I said last year, this is a team that has a lot of talent. They're missing coaching to bring it all together. And lo and behold, they go out and get more talent in the last offseason and grab Doug Peterson. And it took a while for him to gel. But,
Yeah.
they're gelling, especially out there on offense.
Yeah. By the way, Colts, take a lesson. You take a lesson. This coaching really, yes, I get it that they've added pieces and stuff, but to me, the biggest move that they made was bringing Peterson in. And to your point, they didn't start off hot early in the season, but man, over the second half of the season, this Jaguars team has really come out and proven that they're getting their feet. They're getting that chemistry. And I credit a lot of that. Just to switch from Urban Meyer to Peterson. Peterson's got experience. Peterson has been all the way to the top of this league in the Super Bowl and stuff. So that does matter. And when you're making that coaching hunt, over the offseason, let's pay close attention to what the Jaguars path has been, as far as, yes, you could sit there and go get the nice new shiny toy that's this guy's the new hot thing coming out of college, or you can sit there and look for a little bit more stability. And let's, Jaguars are going to be in a hopefully similar situation that the Colts are going to be in this offseason with the young, college quarterback through the draft and stuff. So, you want to sit there and put as much good pieces to help him develop. And I think Peterson is an example of that for Lawrence at quarterback.
Absolutely. So if we look at this, in the last 6 games, the Jaguars are 5-1 in the last 6 games. The only team they lost to, you know who the only team they lost to was?
Yeah, I already mentioned it earlier. The Texans.
No. Not in the last 6 weeks.
Okay.
They lost to the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
And they're fighting for a playoff spot also, or did today, right? Wasn't it Green Bay and the Lions?
No,
that's tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, that's the late game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's going to be a heck of a. That's also division championship, basically. Well, no, because you got the Vikings. But still, it's a fight for the 7th seed. That's right. But anyhow, they beat the Ravens and lost to the Lions, then beat the Titans already once, beat the Cowboys, then beat the Jets, and then smoked the Texans last week. So, yeah, that's the Jaguars have been on a run, and they beat some pretty darn good teams in the Ravens and the Cowboys, in order to get into the run that they're going. So,
yep, and if you look on the other side of that spectrum, the Titans have been in basically free fall mode like the Colts have over the last several weeks, just not performing. They've had some injuries. Their quarterback question, what they're on their 3rd quarterback now with J.K. Dobbs, or not J.K., but Dobbs, formerly played for the Steelers, so the Titans are going one direction and the Jaguars are going a different direction. Just, Titans are trying to flip this game around for 1 week, but then they go into the playoffs. Are they going to feel confident? Me personally, I think the Jaguars are going to win this thing. I think they're going to win it comfortably. I'm not saying that it's going to be a blowout, but I think that they're going to, have a solid enough win and that they're going to be able to build on the confidence that they've had over the last 5-6 weeks and hit the playoffs with all that momentum. And honestly, as a fan of the AFC South, that's what I'd much rather see. I'd rather see the Jags going in with momentum and stuff and young talent and seeing how that works out versus the Titans, who, if they were to get in the playoffs, it's almost like they backdoored the playoffs.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the number 1 pick in the NFL this past season. Remember who it was?
Number 1 was for
Trayvon
the Jags.
Walker.
Trayvon
Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty decent player so far this year, right? You know who he's going up against today? Who's the right tackle right now for the Tennessee Titans? You would not guess a mile because the starter is hurt.
I do not know then.
Raven Clark.
Womp, womp, womp. Go Jags! They got been there, done that.
Tennessee, obviously, they lost their left tackle, right, earlier in the year. So they got Dennis Daly over there. Mm-hmm. Right tackle was Nicholas Petit-Frere. He's hurt. Raven Clark is the only other tackle they have on the roster. So I'm assuming he's the guy.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like I say, Derrick Henry has his work cut out for him as far as if he's going to throw the team on his back, and to my point, even if he throws his team on his back for this day and stuff, is that really how you want to go into the playoffs with an offensive line, like you said, that's more backups than starters with a team that you're on your third quarterback with a team that has a running back that's a beast, but he hasn't had that stellar year that he's had in years past. So yeah, as an AFC South fan, I'm not saying I'm never going to say I'm rooting for the Jags or the Titans unless it helps the Colts, but I will say as an AFC South fan, I just want to see the Jags be the team that makes the playoffs and at least hits the ground or hits the playoffs with some good positive momentum for sure.
Absolutely. The Jacksonville Jaguars was the, worst team in the NFL last year, right? Mm-hmm. They picked first in the draft. They're about to, they have an absolute chance to win their division this year and make the playoffs. That's only happened 3 times in the history of the NFL to go from picking first in the draft to winning your division.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big deal. But to be fair, like I said, last year, the Jaguars, they had talent. They just had shit coaching. All right. They couldn't bring that talent together and make it mesh.
Yeah. You remember all the narrative around Trevor Lawrence, everybody's like, oh, he's a bust. He was overrated, blah, 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 and all that other stuff. But what do you know? You put a stable coach in front of him. You put an organization that's not working against him as much as working for him. And then all of a sudden he can use his talent to turn this thing around. What do you know? And we've talked about it so many times. Getting a quarterback is important, but getting a quarterback in the right situation with the right pieces around him, not just on players, but in coaching and stuff is so important. And like I said, the Colts could sit there and take notes from that, with the situation that they're getting ready to come around. And let's avoid, hiring a coach that is going to stink the thing up. Let's go with somebody who's going to really help whoever the next quarterback for the Colts is.
Well, speaking of quarterbacks, and you kind of hinted a little bit about Joshua Dobbs being the quarterback starter for the Tennessee Titans, and it makes me wonder, do you really think Dobbs is the better option to go with over Malik Willis, who they, used a 3rd-round pick on?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'll be honest with you. You can ask B-Ball. We talked about it all last offseason, how we were – okay, let me rephrase that. I was not a fan of Malik, but I will tell you right now, B-Ball was even less of a fan of Malik. As off the Malik train as I was, B-Ball was over there throwing oil on the tracks. He was just like, no, this guy's not going to be the guy and stuff. And being in those conversations, by the way, in this Discord that you guys are going to be, if you want to join us and stuff, or being part of the Patreon, these conversations, they really do help open your eyes, and you get to see, because guys, we're wrapped up with the Colts and we're doing all this, and B-ball and Joe Mama and those guys are always chewing up all the all the college and stuff, where we don't get as much time to do that. But I'll tell you right now, you want to get in there and they can really open your eyes and give you, not only will they have an opinion, but they will support their opinion with facts. And that's what I like about those guys. I mean, they'll sit there and they'll give you their side of it. Now, it doesn't mean they're always right, but I'll tell you right now, I'll put my money on a lot of those guys over what some of these national pundits, because you guys remember how much the national media was hyping Malik up and everything. And I was never on board with that. But even after, like I said, talking to Brandon, talking to Joe, it's like, oh, wow, okay, he's even less of an option. So, yeah, I don't think that, honestly, the Titans could be in a position for another draft. Or maybe they sit there and find the right coaching, get a good quarterback coach, or maybe they do something with him all season to help him elevate his game. Maybe he can take that jump that we've seen, similar to what we've seen from Sam Ehlinger last year to this year. But, yeah, I for this year, I do not think that Malik was going to be a good option for them, even this final game with what's on the line. And I think Dobbs, just with his experience, not to mention the fact that he's proven to be the better of the two quarterbacks.
Absolutely. I think so too. From what I've seen, I mean, he got benched early on this year, right? Because he was told to throw the football and he still ran it. I mean, that's messed up. But either way, even though it was a positive play, he still got benched because of it. I mean, it is what it is. The only question is, man, the defense is still good for the Titans. All right. You talk about Mike Vrabel and his ability to make any his team good, but he is dealing with a lot of injuries. His right inside linebacker starting, his starting left corner, his starting nickel, all hurt. Amani Hooker, Christian Fulton, and Dylan Cole, all hurt. So that's going to be a little bit of a thing, because the Jaguars like to throw the football. Just FYI. But they do have
doing it well this year.
Yes, they are. But they do have Jeff Simmons and Danico Autry that can cause havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If this Jaguars offensive line can hold up to that pressure from, like you said, Danico and Simmons and stuff, I don't see how Tennessee can score enough points, because, to your point, Trevor Lawrence has really, his production, he's gotten much better with the ball security. He's not perfect, but he's only well, honestly, this is almost like the end of his rookie year. That's not fair because he did play, but it's just, to me, I feel like last year was sort of a lost season for him because of all the voices that were in his ear. They didn't seem to be working to help better him. They just seemed like they were getting in his head and just sort of messing with the kid. And yeah, I can't tell you the two different paths these teams are on right now. There's just the Titans. If they win this game, I'm looking at Derrick Henry saying, you've got to do almost everything on the offensive side, and you need your defense to perform at near perfection for what they can do, with what they have left. So it's a tall task today. And, but it's like every other game we always say, any given Saturday or Sunday, these guys all make their paychecks and you play the games, and that, so I'm not putting it across Derrick Henry to sit there and say that he can't take this team on his back and carry them to a win. So it's getting crowded in there. Oh, okay. They're doing I forgot, because of the Hamlin situation. Everybody's okay. I like that. Sorry.
Yep, definitely. Okay. So, guys, if you haven't done so yet, please go ahead and hit that like button. That'll help us out, get more people in here because of the YouTube analytics. This is a game straight up. I got the Jaguars winning. I got the Jaguars winning by 17. 17. I don't think the Titans have a shot in this game. I think they're going to fall behind. I think the Titans fall behind early, and then they're going to have to kind of rely a little bit more on Dobbs in the passing game. I don't think that's a good thing. Not when you got Josh Allen on one side and Trayvon Walker on the other, going after Dobbs. I don't like the situation. Um, I think Jacksonville wins and wins convincingly tonight.
Yeah, and I've got them, anywhere from the 10 to 14 point victory. Also, like I said, there's just the despairing nature of both of these teams is just so amazing. It really is. Like I said, you just Derrick Henry might be able to score, a couple touchdowns to help keep it a little more competitive, but I expect that Trevor Lawrence is going to be able to expose that secondary a little bit of the Titans. And honestly, I think they're going to be able to do just fine running the ball, to keep themselves, multifaceted as far as how they can attack this defense. And the question is, the Titans, how are they going to be multifaceted? Only thing I can see is if Dobbs starts running the ball a little bit, Yes, he can throw the ball decently, but you start looking at the secondary and stuff of the Jags, and they're no slouches. The Jags have been picking really high in the draft for multiple seasons and have had a lot of pieces, a lot of young talent that is really starting to gel.
Trey Herndon isn't too shabby of a nickel,
Mm-hmm.
And Rashawn Jenkins, he's decent out over there at safety. I don't, you got Darius Williams and Tyson Campbell, your left and right corners.
Mm-hmm. Dennis Douglas says Jags winning 17-3, and I think those scores. I think this is going to be a higher scoring game than that, because, like I said, I've got to give Derrick Henry at least a touchdown. Because he is a beast. Thank you. But
coming from the guy who says I ain't hitting the like early until I know it's good or not. But go ahead.
Hey, that means we did all right on the pregame. So let's go. Appreciate it. But to me, I think it's going to be more of the 31-17 type of score. I really do think that the Jags are going to be able to put some points up against this Titans defense, and Dobbs he's not void of talent. He's just not the guy that you want to go into the playoffs with as far as, being your quarterback and trying to go on a run.
Wow. Okay. I don't have that. How about Jacksonville Titans? I know this sounds weird because it's a Titans defense, but I think Jacksonville put some points up on them, like points.
More than 31?
33-14.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were like way off from me. I'm like, really?
No, well, hey, you put more than 30 points on a good defense, and that's a good day for your offense.
I said 31.
You said 31.
Yeah.
I got 33, but I think that they don't. If the Titans score 2 touchdowns, I'll be impressed tonight.
We got Dennis Douglas in here, says no way the Titans score. Like I said, man, you got to remember, you look at that coach. Whoop, that slid up in there. Sorry. There you go. Dennis Douglas. I'll tell you right now. You look at the head coach. He's a tough cat, and he's gotten these guys to play above their head. And you still got Derrick Henry. So I'm not going to say when you got a healthy Derrick Henry that there's no way that they can score a touchdown, because I'm not sure, but he may be able to do it 1v5. The dude is just that special, and has been for multiple seasons.
Yeah, we've seen him stiff arm his way 90 yards. We've seen that a couple of years ago. We saw that twice in one season. It was crazy. So
yeah, guys. So real quick, do us a favor, just put in what your predictions are so we can share that with everybody.
Absolutely. I see that Daniel's got the 35-10. Basil's got the 33-17. That's awfully close to my score. But yeah.
Dennis, me disagreeing with you, my guy, isn't trashing you at all. Like I said, I'm not trying to trash you. I just think that, they could score a touchdown. That's all I'm saying.
We'll see. But those of you who are in here who haven't already dropped your score predictions. Go ahead, like Loyalist said, drop it in here now. Let us know what your score predictions is before the game starts, because it's going to be starting here in about 5 minutes.
Mm.
Uh, Again, I want to see a clean game. I don't want to see anyone leave this game hurt for any team. Uh, I may not like a lot of Titans fans because of the way they trash talk, but I don't hate the Titans. Just because they're divisional rivals, though. I mean, obviously, so are the Jaguars. But, I don't dislike the team or the players necessarily. I don't want them hurt. Even if I do dislike somebody, I don't want them hurt,
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just how I roll, though. I used to play football, I know. And this whole crap about people saying you play the game on defense to hurt the opposing team, maybe back in the 1920s. Okay. But
Even in the 70s.
yeah, but not today, Absolutely love Mike Vrabel.
Mm-hmm.
Love Mike Vrabel. I say, you know what? I'd take Mike Vrabel as head coach for the Colts. I would in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly feel like there's a certain owner that probably feels very similar to you. So who knows? Maybe we'll find ourselves with the second coming of a Mike Vrabel. Who knows?
Who knows? All right. All right. Yep, you convinced me. I was going to say 28-17. Okay. I understand. I almost stand. Sad we almost had Mike as a coach. Yeah, Vrabel is good. Absolutely. Joe, the Jags will win this game. They'll go to the play. How well they do in the playoffs, I don't know, but I got them going to the playoffs. Playoffs for the AFC is going to be weird this year. Weird. There's not going to be a number one seed in the AFC. Did you see that?
No, the Chiefs won, so they're going to get the number one seed because they're not replaying it. You mean as far as how they're handling it and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If the Chiefs, Bills, or Bengals face each other in the playoffs,
the coin toss,
they have to play on a neutral field.
Yeah. No, and like you're talking about for the AFC Championship game.
I think it's for any of the playoff games. It'll be neutral field if any of those three teams face each other, because they don't know where their seeding would be. Because all of them could have, because the Bills could have been the number one seed had they beat the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
The
way I understood it, it was just for the AFC championship game, and like I said, Cincinnati got the short end of the stick on that deal,
they did.
As far as they did. But there again, the NFL is trying to do the best they can with a very tough and complicated situation. I mean, everybody's like, well, just play the game a little late. Guys, there's so much logistics. It's like, everybody's mad that the Colts turned down the opportunity for the playoff game to be held here. And it's like, well, when you make commitments, though, and you already have the stadium tied up for other things, I get it that the NFL is boss, but do you really want to sit there and create that situation where, oh, okay, we're going to turn our back to whatever our commitments are and stuff? So yeah, I do not, I don't fault the Colts for honoring their contractual agreements to the other events and stuff that they had. It's unfortunate. It would have been nice to see a playoff game here in Indy, but you got to take care of doing business the right way. So I'm not totally against it either. And like I said, we don't even know that the Bills are going to go out and win, their game tomorrow. And there's still a lot of pieces that would have to fall in before that even becomes a factor.
Yep, definitely. So, I mean, honestly, the Jaguars have already beaten this year a lot of playoff teams right now, right? Like, okay, so the Chargers, I believe, right now are sitting at the 7th seed, right? The Jaguars have beaten the Chargers earlier this year, 38-10. I mean, they smoked the snot out of them. They had a really close game with the Giants, less than a touchdown game. They beat the Ravens. They beat the Cowboys. They've beaten some good teams. I feel like if Jacksonville makes the playoffs, they are a better team to face than the Titans right now, by far. So
Yeah. I mean, because like I said, Peterson really closes that gap from the coaching standpoint. Trevor Lawrence versus, even if Tannehill was healthy, I like what Trevor Lawrence brings to this. I mean, not to mention that just all the injuries to that, pardon me, all the injuries to that Titans offensive line. I mean, we've seen what being down one or two guys is. Well, in playoff football, you definitely don't want to go in there being down 3 and 4 guys. So, yeah, if the Jaguars were to lose this game, it would be such the AFC South type of thing to happen. You know what I mean? And that's the only reason it's like I'm not just sitting there saying, yeah, this is about as close to a lock as you could get, because it's just this AFC South is it's such a trip to be a fan of it. So here we are.
Absolutely. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button before we start this, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you want to be able to help support the channel more financially, use the link in the description of the video, and that will send you here to, this, which you will instantly be pulled up. Carl Lennon has already dropped some money. As you see, Hermit Kravitz dropped some money in the past as well. Same with Sarah Small. Josh, what's up? Appreciate you. TJ Joe, you got a bunch of people that's dropped money. Using that link in the description, it will come up as a super chat. And if you just want to use a super chat, you're welcome to do that as well. I appreciate any kind of donations for support for the channel. Thank you so much. And I think we're getting ready to start. Oh, hey, your son and daughter-in-law are Clemson alumni. Nice. And looks like the Titans will be taking over at the 25-yard line.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. No, and like I said, this young man, he's gotten a little bit of experience through this season, but he came up through Pittsburgh and stuff, so he's more ready for this situation than what Malik would have been.
All right, first 10 at 25, tight formation, under center, single setback, man in motion on the left hash mark, takes a snap. That's a handoff to Derrick Henry. He's going to ride the side, but he gets dropped for a 2-yard loss. Guess who that was? That's Josh Allen, big dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Expect to hear his name quite a bit tonight. Him and Trayvon both. This defensive front is going to be a nightmare for the Titans tonight.
Yep. Absolutely. I've been scared of him for a while. I'll get to your question in a minute, Daniel. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, one of them in motion. Now split receiver, single setback to the right. Jaguars show blitz, send the blitz. They pick up about 6 on the pass. It will be 2nd down and 4. I did get my water pipes fixed. Thank you so much, Daniel. Appreciate that. Dennis says every time he tries to donate, don't let him push it through. That's weird.
Come on.
You can also use PayPal's a guarantee push through if you want to use PayPal. Bunch formation to the right, running back to the left, takes a snap. Another blitz by the Jaguars. It's a dump off screen, and that's too low. It hit the ground.
Gotta make that throw.
Yep.
Gotta make that throw. You cannot sit there and because he gets the first down. You know what I mean? He gets the first down right there if he just gets a little layer under.
Yep. He got that a little bit too low, man. Here comes the punt upcoming. 4th down and 4. This dude averages 53 yards a freaking punt. Ryan Stonehouse. They're like taking forever.
I was gonna say, I'm getting agree.
Well, they're trying to get he's gonna take it at the 9, makes the first guy miss, cuts back upside, gets to the 20. Nice little return right there, 11 yards.
Absolutely. I mean, it was like, oh, is he gonna fair catch? But he's like, I gotta make one guy move. I got that.
Yep. He made that first guy miss, and the first guy was right in his face. That was a nice little cut to make him miss, and then he was able to pick up 11 afterwards. Good job.
All right.
Trevor
just
Lawrence.
So many weapons on this Jaguars team. You got Etienne, you got Lawrence. I mean, man.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Lawrence under center, single setback, tight formation. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, all the way back 7 step deep, threw well past his intended receiver on a post deep down the field, and we have defensive holding.
No, illegal contact.
Yeah, illegal contact downfield. My bad. That's going to be a 5-yard automatic first down. And that is definitely illegal contact. Good
yes,
Lord.
It is.
Wow.
B-ball, I would say that this probably fits all of us. He says, I cannot root for either of these teams. I'm just hoping for a tie so they can both lose. Ouch.
Shotgun, 1st and 10 at the 5-yard line. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, starts to roll out to the right, looking for somewhere to go. He does throw the football. Oh, what a drop. That was a specialty. The pass right there was a little low and behind his receiver, Zay Jones, but I feel like he should have caught that.
So much different listen to you than listening to a Colts game, because you're like, oh, what a drop for them. And if the Colts had been like, what? No way. Oh, shoot.
Second most double-teamed defensive player in the NFL, Jeff Simmons. Weirdest formation I've seen in a while. That's a pitch up the front, the ETN. He's going to pick up a yard. 3rd and 9 upcoming. Wow. 3rd down and 9. Honestly, this is the Jaguars just not executing right now. Good defense by the Titans on that toss sweep, though. Split receivers stacked to the right. Shotgun running back to the right. Man in motion now. Now you got a bunch formation to the right. Takes a snap, steps back, 3-step drop, quick dump off.
Oh, he couldn't keep his feet.
Nope. Yep. Had he kept his feet, he would have had the first down. But Zay Jones catches the football and falls about 2 yards shy of the first down. Now, Zay's saying he was not touched.
Right there.
Right there's the touch. He is done.
Sir,
he is a good yard shy.
Touched multiple times.
Yep. I touch you. This is like fencing.
Going for it.
At their own 29-yard line.
34.
Are they going to try to get a jump? Surely they're not actually going for it. Surely they're trying to get him to jump. Yeah. That's all they're trying to do is get him to jump.
They're sitting at their 34 going, yeah, you guys have the advantage. Don't jag this thing up. Come on now.
Right. Well, I still want to have an honest reaction to the game there, Basil. You know what I mean? I still want to have an honest reaction. A big play happens, I want to be able to react honestly to it. Good touch, bad touch. You and me.
Yeah, I wasn't going to sing, so I was going to go more of they taught me the difference between good touch, bad touch in kindergarten.
Yeah. Here comes the punt. Oh, that baby went up high all the way back to the – oh, he actually took that shot. Wow.
That's staying focused, Dan. I mean, can you imagine he's sitting there catching the ball, and before he even gets his head down, he's getting whacked and still keeps his feet.
Wow.
Good job.
So he takes the ball at the 9-yard line, the punt, does not call fair catch. And there is a dude literally right here when he catches that football and blasts him. And somehow he was just like, go with it. All right, kept my foot. Now I'm going to go forward and gets hit with a second guy. I don't do the show me on the. I just saw the bad touch, and the thing that came to my mind was you and me, baby. We ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the. Oh, I don't know if you know that song. I know
do not.
you know. You don't know that song?
No, sir. That's not my genre.
That's our that's our time frame.
Yeah, well, that's all right. I was too busy jamming out with my uncles and stuff to the 70s at that time.
Go check out Bad Touch by man, I can't remember who it was that sang that song. Hold on. I gotta look it up. Sorry. Bloodhound Gang. Yes. Whenever you have free time, go check out the Bloodhound Gang on
Yes,
YouTube.
yeah, I don't even know who that is, so
Yeah,
I don't even know the Bloodhound Gang.
Yeah. They have funny songs.
Oh, okay.
It's a funny song.
All right. Well, nothing too exciting yet. Both teams swapped out punts. I guess,
Jaguars looked a little more efficient than the Titans did, though.
Yep. Yeah, if Jones could manage to just made one of those couple plays, both times, it's like, hey, man, make that catch or keep your feet after you do make the catch, and this drive's still going. So,
Yep. The throw behind Christian Kirk was a little bit behind him. He should have caught that. But I think this is an interesting game.
Yeah, it should be competitive, at least at the first half, until, like I said, the thing is this Jaguars defense are so aggressive. They have more talent than, versus the offensive line. I think they're going to eat them up by the time this game's over, but I could be wrong.
Okay. We'll see.
Basil says it's humorous, just not good. What's up, P. Draggy? Glad you're in here. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you smash that like, hit that subscribe, and ring that notification bell.
They are not a one-hit wonder. They also have a song called "The Roof Is on Fire." The roof.
Okay, now I do know that.
On fire.
Okay,
we
I
don't need no water. Let the mother burn.
All right, so yeah, I do know that song. So I guess I am familiar with the band. I just didn't.
Okay, all right.
Derrick Henry lost from 2 again. So, yep. I mean, he's literally dodged one guy and then couldn't get past the second guy, and he's being tackled 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, running back to the right. Now it's split receivers as they decided to flip guys. Another delayed handoff to Derrick Henry. Henry's going to get to the edge, got to the edge, cuts back, moves up front, picks up about 9 on the run. It'll be 3rd down and 1.5 yards. Yes, that's the same group, Basil. Bloodhound Gang. That was a good job by Henry getting the edge and avoiding the tackle right there behind the line of scrimmage. All right. Shotgun, man in motion again. Running back to the right. That's another delayed handoff. No, wait.
Nice.
Fake the handoff this time. Dumped it off to is that Walker? Crap. What's his name? Austin Hooper.
Yeah. See, I can't.
For a 1st down? No, that's not Austin Hooper.
No, I'm having trouble. 85.
That is someone I can't pronounce.
Okay.
Okonkwo?
Okonkwo? Okay.
I ain't even trying his first name.
My screen keeps
under center, single setback, handoff. Derrick Henry hits the line with power, running downhill, picks up 7. 2nd down and 3.
It's the first time they got any positive yards on a 1st down play. There you go. Every 1st down play has been a handoff to Henry. So, like I said, expect Henry early, often, and late, and even more often.
Yeah, definitely. High, low, in between. Thing about Henry, you got to make him turn in the backfield. You
Yeah.
cannot let him go downhill behind the line. Under center, single setback again, tight formation, fakes the handoff. Ooh, Josh Allen was all over him, and that's a tackle. Oh, he avoided the tackle right there, slipped the tackle. That was a good play right there by the rookie.
Looks like Dobbs got a bleeding hand.
Yep. That's Treylon Burks making the first guy miss.
And that's another young man that's really started coming into his own the second half of the season, Treylon.
Yep. Under center, man in motion. It looks like split receiver, single setback at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. 8 minutes left in the first quarter. That's another handoff, Derrick Henry, and he is met at the line of scrimmage and falls forward for, let me tell you, have you ever heard this before? Derrick Henry hit at the line of scrimmage and falls forward for 3 yards.
Yeah. Yep. And if you haven't heard of it before, wait till the next first down because you'll probably hear it then. Yeah. Every first down has gone to Derrick Henry so far. Wow. Come on, guys.
Yep. 2nd down and 7.
Oh, we're just going to go straight to Derrick Henry. Okay.
Dobbs is not in. It's just going to be Wildcat Henry at the 47. Takes a snap. Hands the football off. He picks up a good 5. They're marking him way short.
Yeah, he landed.
Way short.
He hit and slid, I guess. But
that's Racy McMath. Sorry.
I do not even know who that is.
I had to look him up. I'm like,
okay.
I don't know no number 13 on the Titans. So I looked him up real quick. I got the roster all pulled up, so I can look at that. Racy McMath. Well, Racy picked up some yardage. 3rd down and 3 at the 48-yard line. Need to get to the 45. Henry and shotgun. Oh, no. They got Dobbs back in there. Rolls out to the right.
Let it go.
Yeah, he lets it go a little late before he gets blasted behind the line of scrimmage.
He could have avoided that hit, throwing that ball about a second sooner because there was nothing. Defense had that covered real well in the pocket, rolled out to the right, but they were going to get pressure.
Arden Key put a whooping on Dobbs as he released that football. They are in no man's land at the 40. 43 or something like that. Or 48, something like that. 47, 48. They only need 3 yards. This is definitely no man's land area right here. Dobbs now under center. Nope. Shotgun running back to the left. 3 receivers to the right. Hooper in motion. Takes a snap. Jaguars coming hard. Oh. That's a nice play right there to Hooper. Hooper gets the first down after a pickup of 5.
Yeah. See, and that just shows you. Looks like Vrabel's like, we're going to be super aggressive tonight.
I think he knows he's going to have to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's out there. He knows he's got to give it everything.
They got to win this to get to the playoffs. It's win or go home. Under center, single setback, tight end in motion. Takes a snap, hands it off. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1.
This defensive line for the Jaguars, they're just pushing that O-line back.
Yeah.
Resetting that line of scrimmage 1, 2 yards past backwards. So,
yep.
Hard to do anything with that, even if you are King Henry, because you said, you got to hit him early so he doesn't get that momentum going straight north and south, and that's what they did there.
I formation, under center. Man in motion, takes a snap, toss sweep towards the right. Henry's got a little bit of room, cuts back inside. He is grabbed and tackled at the 33-yard line. Or they're going to say 34-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2 upcoming. 30,
Good gain of 9. So
yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Who was it that made this block?
That's the same tight end.
Yeah, he's the one that shot that loose. Broke that play open. Yep. He did good there.
Okonkwo. He's so hard for me to say his name. It's a girl.
Yeah, they had him playing that fullback position there.
Yeah. Shotgun, bunch formation to the left, running back to the right. I take a snap. He is hit in the backfield 3 yards deep and dropped.
Oh, come on. Don't give him a chance to give you a stupid flag.
Oh, my goodness. That was not Henry. Josh Allen jumped back there so quick. So quick. That was Hassan Haskins, the rookie, 4th-round rookie. And he is blasted by Josh Allen. Oh, my goodness.
4th and 3. Easily in field goal range.
Yeah, I would kick the field goal here personally. All right, bunch formation to the left, running back to the right, shotgun. Need to get to the 32-yard line. He got the first down easy with a nice little pitch out the flat. And number 2 tackles number 2 out of bounds. And y'all know who number 2 for the Tennessee Titans is. That would be Mr. Robert Woods.
Yes, sir. The young man that really started off that whole spending spree at the wide receivers position last offseason. All right. Looks like I was going to say, looks like they're using that hurry up offense a little bit more too here.
Right wing formation, single setback, under center. At the 25, 1st and 10, takes a snap. Guess what? Handoff. Derrick Henry gets about a foot off the right tackle.
Here comes the 3, Dennis says. Here comes the 3.
Second down and 9 upcoming. Less than 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Shotgun, bunch formation again to the left. Running back to the left is Henry. Takes a snap. That's a toss right there to Henry, out wide to the left. And he is tackled after about a 4-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 5 upcoming.
And obviously they've shown that this is 2-down territory. So
apparently they don't want their kicker on the field. I don't know. I mean, they had a shot. But, hey, you know what? They're converting 3rd and 4th down or 4th downs. So they've got 2 4th downs already on this drive.
Yeah, 1 of 4 on 3rd downs, but they're 2 for 2 on 4th downs. So
right. Shotgun, running back to the left, stacked receivers to the right. Need to get to the 15-yard line. 3rd down and 5. Takes a snap, steps back. Oh, Trayvon was all up in that pace. And now Dobbs is going to roll out, but I think there's about to be a holding call. I think this is going to be called back.
Good play by Dobbs. So he definitely was under duress on that one.
No, I'm telling you right now. All right. Mr. Trayvon was being held like a mother. Look at him come in and then watch what happens. He is just grabbed. Look at it. Look. Yeah. I mean, he's just grabbed right there because Trayvon had him dead to rights.
No, I agree. 3rd and 15. You're going to have to get at least, I would think, get it down to 4th and 4.
I would assume. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's Mike Rabel.
Yeah.
Shotgun at the 30. Need to get to the 15. Running back to the left. 3 receivers to the right. Takes a snap. Steps back. Dumps it off short.
Oh.
He's going to pitch it up in the air.
That's a forward lateral.
That's a forward lateral. Yeah.
But it does look like that was designed that way.
Yeah. Did he catch it, though? Is it considered a catch?
Well, I mean.
Did he have possession of the football and take 2 steps in a football move before he flung it?
They're saying he did because
they're saying he did and he should. Yes.
Looked like he had his steps in.
Technical rules here is what I'm wondering, Let's see here. Catches it. 1.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He definitely. Yeah, this was definitely a play that was designed, and he was off balance when he threw that sucker. And he got blasted.
Vrabel and the Titans are,
they're trying to.
They're like, we are pulling out everything, guys.
51-yard attempt on 3rd down and forever. And there's the kick, and it is long enough and good. And it looks like the Titans take the lead 3-0. I'll tell you what, yeah, you're not used to seeing I'm not used to seeing Vrabel being aggressive on offense.
Almost desperate. You know what I mean? That's the thing that I think I'm getting from it is just it almost has a hint of desperate to it, you know?
Desperation, yeah.
Yeah,
I hear
it's like he's playing this like he's playing the Chiefs or a team that
you.
he feels like is going to be able to hang points on them left and right. But I think the reason he's doing it is he just doesn't count on his team to be able to produce very much. So he's got to take advantage or try to force the advantage as much as he can.
Forward lateral, is that like dry water? It's like military intelligence. Okay. It is an oxymoron. But at the same time, it was supposed to be a lateral pass, but it ended up going forward. So it is a forward lateral.
There you go. Dennis is like, my prediction is still in there. 17-3 Jags.
I need a moment, if you don't mind, to go and refill my soda.
Well, it's 8:40. I know you said your son got off at 8:30.
Well, he calls me.
Okay.
And
just wanted to make sure you weren't. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure you weren't too into this and lost track of time.
Oh no. I got my phone sitting right here in front of me.
Right on.
Unless you want me to leave a little early and let you hang.
No. We're good.
We can bring Basil in here and let him call the game. Or Dennis.
I like him to sit there and look at me going, you're a oh man.
I don't drink. Dennis, I know that's not what you meant I know it's a typo. But yeah, I don't drink like alcohol. I do drink from the rim. It's hard to drink from the bottom. I drink from the rim.
Dennis is like, no, I'm putting rum in it, daggone.
Yeah, you. Okay. I had rum. It's too dry for me when I was younger.
First points in the last 27 drives to start at inside their own 25-yard line for the Titans. Wow.
That's something.
Yeah.
That's the Jets.
That's not something you'd expect to hear from a Vrabel-led, Derrick Henry-led offense. Wow. That's surprising.
Yeah, absolutely. Here comes the kickoff. Got a minute 23 left in the first quarter. And he's going to take this ball about 3 yards deep. He's going to bring it out. He's at the 10, the 15, cutting like a crazy person. Gets all the way out to the 28-yard line before he's dropped. He was zigzagging his way through the blockers right there. I'll tell you that. You're drunk. Okay. I understand. It's all good, buddy. I had my fill of drinking before I turned 21. I do not suggest that to anybody else. All right.
Well, I got to admit,
there's my son.
After this Colts season, if I haven't started drinking heavily at this point in time, I guess I'm going to make it. All righty, Bob, I got it. Lawrence back. Let's go. I can't see. Gain of about 5 yards on that. So it's going to be 2nd down and 5.
I'm going to leave my window open so that you don't have to adjust your camera.
Okay. That's fine. Yep.
All right.
All right. We got man in motion. Single running back. Going back in motion. Handoff. Pressure. Man, that turf must be rough right now for these guys. But gain of about 7 at the end. So we got them a first down. So we got 1st and 10. Got 25 seconds left in the first quarter. They're going to try another snap here? Probably not. So I'm going to go ahead and work on switching that. So when we come back, we'll have the Jacksonville Jaguars will be 1st and 10, down 3-0 to the Tennessee Titans. All righty, guys. Yeah, the pads are slippery. Yeah, I guess so, because this is you're seeing a lot of people missing tackles, slipping all over the place. What's up, Turbo Duran? You're rooting for the Jags also, just for this game, though. I got you. That's yeah. I wouldn't say that I'm rooting for them, but I'm definitely thinking that it's favorable for their as far as all that goes. But I get it. A lot of Colts fans have had to put up with a lot of grief from the Titans fan base the last couple of years, so there's probably some of that, where people are just, hey, shut these guys up for a bit. Yeah. Yeah, the Titans, I mean, you think about it. If the Titans lose this game, they're basically going to find themselves in the same scenario the Colts found themselves last year after losing to the Jags. We're going to sit there and be like, they're going to have a mediocre season. They're going to have a mediocre draft spot, and they're going to have question marks at the quarterback spot, unless you think Malik is their guy, which I guess it's a little early to decide on that. But I'll tell you right now, it's just appreciate you guys being in here. Do me a favor, if you haven't already, please make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and ring that notification bell. That way you are notified the next time we go live. What in the world? So yeah, I mean, basically, Dennis has called it so far. Titans have got their 3 points in, so now it's according to Dennis, this is going to be strictly a Jaguars game the rest of the way out. Pull this up here. It says Rich Dyer says, when we get our pick, do you think CJ Stroud will still be available? That's a tall question. Because right now you got to figure the Texans are going to be in front of us, no matter what. No matter what happens, they're going to end up picking ahead of us. Do they go for Bryce Young? Who knows? Me personally, I would pick CJ Stroud over Bryce Young. I cannot stand the limited size that you have there. So we'll find out. Why didn't that come back up? Oh, because I didn't hit show. There we go. All right, we got a handoff out to Etienne. Looks like he's hit at the line of scrimmage. So it's now going to be 2nd down and 10. A lot of running this game. I mean, I get it. I guess I kind of expected to see more throwing through the air from the Jaguars, but they're trying to set their so we're at the 45. Jacksonville 40. I'm sorry. 2nd and 9. Got 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right, empty backfield. Quick screen out. Couldn't even get outside of his blocker. Gain of 3 yards, it looks like. So it's going to be 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7, sorry. And Evan Ingram. Okay. No on Young. That's where I'm at, Dennis. I mean, the young man has got football skills. I just don't think that they're going to, with his limited size and stuff in the NFL, I just wouldn't want to be in that spot. Okay, so we got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, running back to the left, dropping back all day long. 1st down to Etienne. Got about a gain of 8 on that play. Gets 1st and 10, and it was just a simple little check down to the middle of the field. And the Jacksonville Jaguars keep this thing rolling. Man. That pocket was there all day, though. I mean, there was no pressure. And different than what the Titans have been dealing with. I mean, the Dobbs has been under pressure every play. Henry's been getting hit early. Oh, man. Quick snap, loss of 1, maybe 2. Jeffrey Simmons. Yeah. Oh, Tart. Okay. They're saying Tart got the tackle. But that interior D just really bowed up strong there. Okay, and we're at the 50-yard line. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Handoff. There, okay. So they get about a gain of 3 yards on the play. I'll tell you right now, it's just nothing is looking clean as far as the blocking goes with this Jacksonville team, and that's something that, I mean, they're giving them time, but as far as a run game, they're just not getting a whole lot of openings. B-Ball brings up another good point for you guys that are talking about quarterbacks. He says, not to mention that, Bryce Young's already 24, where Stroud is 21. And the thing I like also about Stroud is some of the question marks that you heard about, how can he play whenever the play breaks down and it's not, and he really answered a lot of those questions this last weekend in that game against Georgia and stuff. Man. What do we got here? 12 men on the field for Jacksonville. So, all right, guys. Those of you that are wanting to join in on the Discord and stuff, B-Ball is going to take off. Appreciate you being there for us, bub. Get feeling better. I know you're still in recovery, but we really appreciate it. But Joe is going to hold the stream for this second half of the game. So Lawrence is back. Oh, and he drills for about a 15-yard pass. First down, and Jacksonville keeps this thing going. That was a really nice throw over the middle. Kirk had no choice but to catch that. That thing was thrown just straight through his chest plate. Okay, you got two receivers. No, he's coming in motion. So now we got three receivers to the right, one to the left. Etienne running out of the backfield to the right. Looks like about a gain of 5 on first down. So now we're going to have second down and about 5. And the clock just keeps ticking. But I'll tell you right now, this Jacksonville offense is starting to get things clicking. Basil says, I think CJ is going to struggle when he doesn't have receivers that outclass the coverage by a mile. I don't know. I'll tell you right now, the young man's accurate. My big concern was how well is he going to hold up whenever pressure, because our offensive line hasn't shown a lot of ability. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, running back to the right. Lawrence drops back, throws a first down. Man, 6-7 yards on every play this drive, it seems like, other than that one run play. These guys are really just getting this thing going here. Dennis, here comes the 7. Oh, man. No spoiler alerts, Dennis. Just kidding. All right, guys. So we got 1st and 10 now. Jacksonville is at the 22-yard line, 23-yard line, 22 it looks like, of the Tennessee Titans. Got two receivers to the left, one in motion, two to the right. Oh, what the world? That was just Jacksonville sat there and started having a little flip the ball party, and all of a sudden Titans defender just came in and stole the pass. I mean, they outsmarted themselves. They just sat there and tried to outsmart themselves. So now, a perfectly good drive gone to waste by silly, wasted trickery, if you ask me. I mean, Trevor Lawrence flips the ball back to Kirk. Oh, looked like it went through the guy's hand. I thought he was trying to hit it to Kirk, but he didn't. Another guy was coming through and he tipped it. Okay, they were going for Agnew on the other. Okay, I see what was going on, and he just flipped it a little too high over his head. At first, I thought he was trying to flip it to Kirk. So yeah, Weaver comes in, catches the deflection, recovers the ball, and now you got Tennessee Titans with possession. Wow, wow, welcome
What I
back.
miss?
The Jaguars were driving the ball down the field perfectly. I mean, I don't even think they had a third down, but then all of a sudden they went with a razzle dazzle play. Lawrence overflipped the ball to Agnew and it in the backfield, and Weaver ended up recovering the fumble. So now they've got the ball right around the Titans on the Titans 30-yard line or around there somewhere with first down. But I mean, like I said, it seemed like unnecessary razzle dazzle because they were really first, second down, just driving the ball down the field. So Peterson outsmarted himself a little bit on that one, if you ask me.
Huh?
I said Peterson was outsmarting himself a little bit.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't have the microphone.
I was like,
I didn't have the microphone near me because I got my outside cat on my lap. He was out there waiting on me.
I'll pull this up because Richie, I'll be honest with you, Bob. Depending on where the Colts get, I don't know that they would trade up. Honestly, if we end up somewhere around 5 or 4 after tomorrow's game and stuff, I honestly see them staying pat. And because I know a lot of you guys are not on the whole Levis thing, but to me, I mean, keeping the capital and getting Levis, he could spin the rock. He's got the mobility of a Stroud. He's not a statue in that pocket. Honestly, I don't see as long as Ballard's making the decisions, I don't see them trading up for any.
It cost him an extra first round pick probably in order to move up into the first or second pick of the draft with their current pick. And and the only way you give up 2 first round picks for anybody is for a guarantee. There's no guarantees in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do it and at all.
No.
I mean, there's guys in this draft that I think you can get, at pick 5.
I like Stroud better because of the mental aspect of it, but as far as the physical attributes and stuff, I think Levis, he's mobile, he can spin the rock. You sit there and you look at Anthony Richardson,
That is a good running back screen to Henry, and he's going to pick up about 19 on that run.
Wow.
Boy, that looked like it was going to be blown up in the back.
That's what I was like, whoa. I mean, it looked like the here you go. This was what you missed. This was just not necessary at all.
It looked almost exactly it was a very similar play to what the Titans just ran, and they were like, hey, this is how you do it.
Yeah, except for that little flip.
Yeah. Under center, right wing formation, man in motion, takes a snap, hand off, Derrick Henry straight up and down, picks up a yard on the play.
Hits at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for 2.
Right? I mean, it is what it is. No, I don't see the Colts trading up with anybody at all ever. I mean, a lot of people want to put the whole Matt Eberflus thing in there and that he might want some guy. It ain't going to happen. It's not worth it. Bunch formation to the right.
You mean
shotgun.
The first pick
Yeah. Little wide receiver screen to Burks. He makes a guy miss on a tackle, picks up an extra 4. It'll be 3rd down and 5 upcoming.
I'll tell you what, I get it that young man's not A.J. Brown, but as far as losing A.J. Brown and picking this young man up, I think he's, given time, if he can stay healthy, he's going to lessen the pain that they've suffered not having him this year over the next couple of years. He's really proven to be that big-bodied physical receiver that can produce at a high level. I like what I've seen from him.
3rd down and 5 at the 45-yard line. Need to get to the 40. 7.5 minutes left in the half. Shotgun, running back to the right. 3 receivers to the left. Takes a snap, steps back, 5-step drop, quick pass over to center. That's going to first down to the 38-yard line. So here's the deal, okay? Teams that have a bad year because of quarterback want to go, and they're going to overreact a little bit, and they're going to be like, we got to get ourselves – just because we got to get ourselves somebody doesn't mean he's there. You get what I'm saying? Yes, we got to go out. We got to get ourselves a Josh Allen or a Joe Burrow or a Patrick Mahomes. Doesn't mean he's there in this draft.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just it is what it is. Shotgun, running back to the left, takes a snap, hands the football off on a delay. He's going to fall forward for 3 yards.
And another thing about this is, that Denver pick. If Denver ends up winning tomorrow and the Colts lose, then we leapfrog them in the draft, which that's important because if they don't, if they stay in front of us, does Seattle go for a quarterback because they get that Denver pick? Does Seattle go for a quarterback or do they go ahead and stay with what they've got? So a lot of things still need to fall in place over the next couple days before you can really have an idea of, because if the Colts end up picking 6 and then you're looking at maybe you move up to the 3rd, but you're still not going to go for the first pick.
Oh, Henry just did a Henry stiff arm.
And he's like, I only need this. Wham! Get out of my way.
Henry just did a Henry stiff arm where he goes up, hits, and then just throws him to the ground after he picks up 10 yards. After he picked up 10 yards. Oh, my goodness. Rashawn Jenkins just got leveled. All right, at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10, 5 minutes, 40 seconds, offset I formation, takes a snap. That's a fake handoff. He's going for everything, and that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
Wow. Just like we called it. Just like we called it. Titans are going to pull out the 10-0 lead. Oh, man. The NFL's a crazy place.
Still very early.
Oh, I know. And I'm sorry, Dennis, but
that was
3 is no longer an option. Yes, it was.
That was a perfect pass to Nwankwo. And he got both feet in, knees came down. Looked like he secured the football. That's a touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, because even if you want to sit there and think it moved a little bit, when that knee went down in bounds, it was done.
And extra point's good. It's 10-0. I left my soda downstairs, damn it.
Go ahead, bub. I got you. They put up in with me this long.
I took it downstairs when I left so that I could refill it. And then didn't refill it when I came back.
Dennis, sorry about your luck, my guy. Well, that's all right. It just gives you a little more time to enjoy your room. Pete Draggy. Oh, man. Joe B's in there. Oh, look at us. We're all rooting against poor Dennis. I'm on your side, Dennis. Enjoy your rum, my guy. If you're going to be wrong, at least this is a game to be wrong about, right? Yeah, I don't think that I don't think it's over yet for the Jags, though. They've been moving the ball better. That certain turnaround and stuff has been, that's tough for defenses a lot of the time. So, man, I'm watching this commercial. The things they come up with for, I'm not sure how that's supposed to help, but okay. All right, Dennis. Well, let us know what your readjustment tells us. Now, if it changes the outcome of the game, I'm going to have to call shenanigans on you, though. This is sort of wild, though, reacting to a game and not really being mad or heavily agitated by a whole lot. Oh, that didn't work out. Oh, well, this is a different reaction.
I mean, if you want, I could start reacting that way. What the hell is this commercial?
Yeah, there's been a few of them. They're like this for some reason, using your feet. They had this little thing where they're doing this. And like, oh, this will make all your pain go away. I'm like, that better be a miracle worker.
Wow.
Oh, okay. All right, Dennis.
And the Titans are here to kick it off. Let's see what happens. And I got a little news for you, which I thought was kind of odd. There's the kickoff. He's going to take that about 5 yards deep. He's at the 10, 15. He's got a seam. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Gets to the 50-yard line. Did you see a flag?
Oh, my God, no. I don't
see a flag.
I'm telling you right now, that was holding bigger than day, though. He was like, no,
he got to the 50, though. Holy crap. I think the kicker tackled him. Hold on, because he got all the way to the 50. One guy to beat. Oh, no. The kicker was the last line of defense, and he was 5 yards in front of him. 55-yard return. 54. Sorry. Yeah. Jamal Agnew.
That dude is so fast. Man, that dude's fast. 4.3 pro day. And sometimes it seems like he's quicker than that in games.
A little something about Dallas Flowers in a second. 3 running back formation. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, pitch out to the running back. That's ETN to the 50, 45. Gets thrown out of bounds. Now, if you have not watched the Believe in Colts this past week with Rodney McLeod, I was talking about Dallas Flowers and about how he returns the ball. It doesn't matter where. If he could catch the ball in the freaking parking lot and return it, right? And I was like, I don't know if I would do that. And he just said he got the go ahead from the coach.
Yeah, had the green light.
Yep, he got the green light from the coach to take whatever he wanted.
That was a neon green light.
Yeah, it was. 3 receivers to the left, running back to the right. Takes a snap, steps up into the pocket. Got a little time, dumps it off, and Kirk's going to get that first down.
Etienne picked that blitz up really nicely. Good job. Gave him an opportunity to make that pass.
Just enough yardage for the first down to Christian Kirk. Yeah, it was a good blitz pickup. Put his head, shoulders, everything there. He got thrown away, but it was there.
Yeah, Trevor, you got 2 seconds extra, my guy. That's it.
Shotgun, running back to the right, takes a snap, tight formation, looks, steps up, dumps it off to the running back behind him and high.
Man,
incomplete.
I hate when they miss those simple little side passes like that. It's like
little flats.
I just don't understand. I mean, it's not like just put it right in front of them. It's a I'm a Notre Dame fan, and I had to experience that for about 2 years, a couple years ago, with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. They had a quarterback. He could sling the thing down 30 yards down the field. He just couldn't throw them whenever they were right behind the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun, running back to the left, split receiver stacked to the right, takes a snap, steps around, rolls out to the left, throws the football. Nice little dump pass right there. Picks up about 6 maybe before he goes out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down and 4. And now, here's the thing, Richie. Who's to say they even want him? You may want him. Some other people may want him. Do the Colts want him?
Yeah.
We don't know. I mean, we're talking about professional scouts here, scouting guys, not just someone that's watching the game and going, oh, he's had a good game. We don't know if they want him or not.
Not to mention, we could still be the 3rd pick in the draft. I mean, so...
All right, 3 receivers to the left, running back to the right. Needs to get to the 30-yard line. Quick dump off that. He gets to the 30-yard line as Christian Kirk picks up about 9 on the play. Or no, that's not. That's Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. That's Evan Ingram right there, not Kirk. I keep getting 17 and 13 mixed up. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice little. Now, if that defensive tackle had just put his hands up.
I know. If he'd have been watching and learning from J.J. Watt, he'd have known what to do. Or DeForest Buckner.
Right. Jaguars moving the football.
This guy looks so sad all the time. Shad Khan.
At the 25-yard line, under center, single setback, tight formation, takes a snap, rolls out to the right, stands in the pocket, throw, touchdown. That, my friend, is a wide open Christian Kirk.
Yeah. And that was just perfect pass, perfect.
Oh, my goodness.
Everything. That was a really good play by the second-year quarterback.
I told you, don't play crazy football. Just use talent versus talent. Talent versus talent. You're
Yeah.
going to win because you
And
got
that's the
all the
thing.
talent. Oh, that break. Oh, the break from Kirk was nasty. Watch this. Watch when he breaks right here. Now wide open already.
Oh man, that was a
Wow.
great play for that defensive call because that defender was on out taking away the outside shoulder and he's like, I'm not going that way, so that's fine. You can have it.
Absolutely. So it's a 3-point game now. Heading towards halftime. Not at halftime yet, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Winning
but I mean,
in.
thing is, that whole razzle dazzle play it just wasn't even necessary. They were driving the ball. There was just really no reason to sit there and create all those opportunities for a mess up. You know what I mean? You're running the ball, you're throwing the ball. That this Titans defense hasn't done anything to slow the Jacksonville offense down. There again, though, we've seen it. We've seen when Coach Reich used to try to outsmart, you know what I mean? And it's just like, it's not necessary. I mean, I get it, but it's just not necessary.
Absolutely.
Richie is sold 100% on this CJ. I hope you understand that there's to me there's just not a lot of difference. When maybe in the first year or two, but I think if you sit there and you look at the physical attributes and stuff, long term, I mean, granted, I understand you want them to perform better on the first couple seasons, but we've talked about it. Do you think CJ Stroud's ready to just hit the ground running, or do you think he's going to need to sit back and have time, or do you put him in early and just understand that it's
CJ Stroud is not going to have the kind of first start year like a Herbert or a Burrow. I'll guarantee it. All right, he's just not NFL ready. He's got talent.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but he's not ready for the NFL level yet.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't know. I mean, he is my top quarterback. I'm not going to pretend like he's not, and I'm not even going to guarantee that he wouldn't come out and have a Herbert year or whatever. I don't think he's going to have a top of the AFC type of year, but I do think he could have a solid year. But being a rookie, honestly, you expect learning the playbook, going through all that stuff. I mean, we don't even know who's going to be making those decisions, who's going to be the head coach, who's going to be the offensive coordinator. There's just so much to ask to fill in answers.
These quarterbacks have nearly identical stats.
Yep. 10 of 12 for Dobbs and 11 of 13 for Lawrence.
90 yards and a touchdown, 98 yards and a touchdown. And short kick at the 7-yard line. He gets it to the 20, 25 and is wrapped up at the 27, 28. Mm-hmm. And that's where the Titans will take over.
We are the Colts. It doesn't matter what QB we get. If it isn't top 5, probably replacing him a year after.
Here's the thing. It's funny. It doesn't matter if you're the first pick of the draft or the last pick of the second round. Every quarterback in the first 2 rounds, 75% of them are not starting by their 4th year. It is a 75% failure rate at quarterback. 75% failure rate at quarterback within their first 4 years.
And like I said, even though CJ Stroud's my choice, I would sit there and say, and now this is as long as these young quarterbacks find good places to develop and stuff, I don't even know that CJ Stroud has the highest ceiling in this draft. I mean, you look at some of the physical traits of this young man, Anthony Richardson. Yeah. I mean, this young man could really be super special over the term of his career. But there again, he's got a lot of things to grow and fix.
Delayed handoff. Henry falls forward, picks up 2.
But I'm sorry, every time he does that now, I'm just picturing, and he does it again.
Second down, 13 to go. Single setbacks, split receivers under center. Need to get to the 39-yard line. at the 26, got 2 minutes, 6 seconds. They might let this go to the 2-minute wire.
Yeah, they are. Too late.
Too late if they wanted to snap it. Dude, this is why I want the is why I was all about, it also depends who our head coach is going to be, right? We get a certain style of head coach or offensive coordinator. It won't matter what quarter. You could have just about any quarterback back there and it'd play well if they're young. You don't want an old, immobile quarterback.
Yeah.
If you're going to have an immobile quarterback, at least let him be young, But here's the deal, okay? My look at this is I think that the Colts could be served in free agency. They could be served in the draft. There's so many options that the Colts can go with. All they need is a young, high upside quarterback long term, right? That's what they're looking for. There are those in free agency. There are those in the draft. Now, the problem is, what floors the guys that are going to be in free agency are, because you've seen their floors. And you've seen how good they're getting as well, certain players. So I don't know. So, the offensive coordinator for the Niners, I would take him in a heartbeat as a head coach. I'd give him a shot as a head coach. I would, because you put him, because as you say, he's made every quarterback that's played for the Niners this year look good.
Yeah.
And he was the offensive passing coach for the last 6 years prior to that. And then he became the offensive coordinator when Mike McDaniels became the head coach of the Dolphins.
Yeah, and not to mention, you look at that Niners team, they've got comparing to the Colts, they had much better offensive line play. Kittle's a beast. You look at their specialists are just better than what the Colts have. Now, granted, they're more experienced. Give Paris Campbell another year. Give Michael Pittman Jr. another year. I think that the Colts could get closer, but we have to solve the offensive line play. I said.
I think that's the issue, because I think our skill positions are pretty good. I think our 3 top receivers are solid. I'll match Jonathan Taylor with Christian McCaffrey. I'll say that's an even slot right there, in my opinion. So I like the Colts skill position players. The only thing that I think that, offensive line and tight end, because let's face it, to me, Kittle's the best in the NFL. So.
Yeah. But there again, both of those, we have young, dynamic players that have an opportunity to lessen that gap.
Delayed handoff to Henry. He's going to pick up 5.
Sorry. Oh, there's a game going. Sorry.
3rd down and long still. You're not going to sign Saturday as the O-line coach. He's been offered O-line coach multiple times over the last 3 or 4 years. He's turned it down. He wants a head coaching position. Period.
See, I don't know. Does he? Did this season show him? Okay, maybe all I'm saying is
he wants to be a head coach.
No, he does. Everybody wants to be a head coach, but what I'm saying is did he maybe see something over these games and stuff to where he's like, okay, I'm willing to take I don't even know that it has to be an offensive line coach, but I'm willing to take an office spot and get more acclimated to the NFL and stuff, because you guys know that Jim Irsay would love for Jeff Saturday to have come in, righted this ship more than he did, and just rode off into the sunset with Saturday being our coach next year. But I see Saturday as still a potential head coach next year. I don't know what's going to happen, but he's not going to be calling plays, right? He's going to be leading a team, managing a game, managing the coaches, and he's got a list, and I'm guaranteeing you he's got a list of names that are his friends, from being a player, from being an analyst, from being in the NFL, the lead seat in the NFLPA, right? When he negotiated the lockout back in 2011. He's got a list of guys
that could come in and fill the offensive coordinator spot, the tight end coach, the offensive line, that whole list. And that's what I would be, that's something I could tap. I wouldn't mind, tapping into.
Appreciate you help hanging in there with us for the first half, B-ball. Joe will be coming in and stuff. Yeah, and I also, dang it, sorry, I didn't even see what that said. Maybe now we, and I will tell you guys, let's not pretend like Saturday isn't higher up in Ursay's mind than he is some of the Colts fans and stuff. So, who's making that decision? How much say does Ballard have? How much say is Ursay going to have into the? There's just a lot of questions and stuff, going into this. So, like I said,
I fully agree with what Basil said about handing Strasser the pink slip. I do not disagree with that.
No, yeah.
Saturday walks in, and all of a sudden the offensive line looks better and incrementally better week after week after week. Yeah, Strasser needs to go. We've been saying Strasser needed to go week 3, or at least I have. And Saturday coming in proves it.
Yeah.
3rd down and 9 at the 30. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, running back to the right, takes a snap, 3-step drop, steps back, looks, throws, fires. He's whooping, got the first down. That's Austin Hooper. Picks up just enough down the right sideline.
And I just want to remind you guys, last year at the end of the season, Lawrence was like, the defensive line coach has got to go. Literally the next day, he was released. So I don't know if Law's got some inside connections. I'm not, but either way, it's a thing.
I just watched the All 22 and could see there's bad coaching going on here. Under center, handoff, Henry gets hit, falls forward.
Big game.
He's
big game.
Picking up about 4.5 yards there, as it took the entire Jacksonville Jaguar and Peterson to come in onto the field to stop that big dude. Wow. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in the half. 2nd down and 6. Titans looking to score again at the 44.5-yard line. Under center, single setback. They do not hand it off this time. He's looking. He's pulled out. He's going to run the football. He's going to get the first down and more all the way to about the 44-yard line.
Okay. Yeah, this job styles, man. He can make something out of nothing. So, and he's mobile enough. I mean, he's not the guy that's going to be running the ball all the time, but he's definitely mobile enough to get you a couple first downs with his feet if he has to.
Yep. First and 10 at the 44. Shotgun running back to the right. That's going to be a handoff. Yeah.
Of course it is. It's first down.
And he's going to pick up 5 on the first down.
Yeah. Yeah, Derrick Henry's got to wear these guys down. Wear them down and wear them down. Yeah, I'm with Basil. He says, I've been saying Strasser needs to go since last year, and that was the thing, I mean, you started to see the slippage and there was no adjustments on Strasser's behalf. And that was when we had Chris Reed and
I hear you. I understand. Basil keeps talking about Guglielmo, and I wouldn't take Guglielmo if he paid me $1 million. There's a reason why he's not an offensive line coach anymore. He went back to Miami for a little while, and then he became an assistant to an assistant, and then he's out of the NFL completely. He's in college now. He's
an old throwback. He's an old throwback that personality just doesn't fit in today's NFL.
Well, it's not just that; it's worse than some of the throwbacks.
Well, that to me is the old throwback. Football is all that matters, family and all that. Yeah, and
he don't. That was a nice pass right there to the 25-yard line. When one of your players' brothers is shot to death, and that player goes to go to the funeral, and because you missed a game because of it. And he come back, he says, you'll never play a snap for me again because you went to the funeral of your brother that was shot and killed in a drive-by. To me, Gooch can go and, fall off a cliff after that. I don't care.
Joe B says, as a Titan fan, I wish we had the Colts O-line. Well, I understand that you say that because of the injuries and stuff that you've gone through, but if you say that just, your best five against our best five, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because we got a rookie, inexperienced left tackle.
No, it's not BS. That is a fact. That is exactly what happened. That's the reason why he was terminated at the end of the year. It's exactly the reason. Because they did an investigation to it, found out it was real, and they terminated him.
And the way, the Colts were, you got to remember that was a much younger Colts team. They were trying to build a culture, definitely setting that foundation. And the thing was it just really got that shook a lot of things, you know what I mean? And I think honestly, that went a long way as far as this locker room and the offensive guys really buying into Reich was just,
It was 100% true. It was 100% true, Basil. I'm telling you, I've talked to people. It's 100% true. Talked to people in the Colts front office. It's 100% true. All right. Shotgun. Split receivers, running back to the left. Hell, he's going to take off running with the foot. He ain't going anywhere.
He's not sure what he's going to do.
He don't know. That's a sack for about 4 yards.
All right. So it looks like they're going to go for the field goal, right? Because now that's 4th and 5, thereabouts.
Chance to make it a 6-point game here. Right, Josh? Appreciate you, though, at least showing up.
And I don't know if you heard me say before you left, Joe's going to take over the second half. Brandon needs to get some rest.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. All good, man.
Did you see the official? He's like, "Get that out of here!"
Looked like blocked it off.
Yes, absolutely. He did. He's like, that was pretty cool. He's like, "Not on my watch." Whack.
I'm not going to spend the rest of this talking about an old coach for the Colts, though. So I'm done talking about that, if you don't mind, Basil. All right, Bullock up. I'm going to try to kick this now. 3 seconds left. This will take it halftime, and it's up, and it's good. 39-yard attempt. Texans take a 6-point lead walking into halftime. Appreciate you there, Brandon, for giving us the first half. I am now going to switch over to Joe's stream now. Thank you, Joe. What happened here?
Joe B says, I get you, Joe B. I felt this way last week with the, well, sure I do. I get you. I feel the same way last week whenever a 4-11 team was kicking a field goal, and I was like, what else you got to lose? So, yeah, sometimes getting 3 doesn't always make you feel like like you're actually doing what you need to.
Absolutely. I mean, but points are points, and when you're leading, take the points.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now we got halftime to go. Do you need to go take a bathroom break or something real quick?
Yeah, I am gonna go stretch the legs and stuff like that.
Okay,
Do you want
okay.
me to leave it here or?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm low enough to where the bar's not
Okay.
going to affect me. So,
Let me get my. Alrighty.
but I'll tell you what, guys. While we're here,
Okay.
I know there's only 15 of you, but I appreciate you guys specifically coming in, hanging
Appreciate you,
out with us.
Dennis. Have a good one, Dennis.
Yep, you as well. Please, you know, if you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and do so. I'm gonna go ahead and play a couple ads real fast, if you don't mind. Be right back. I've only got two, so and I do drop on Newsbreak. I drop quite a bit of stuff every day. I've been dropping stuff on Newsbreak, so you might want to go check out Newsbreak. This video is sponsored by Newsbreak. Newsbreak is an app used over 1.5 billion times a month by people just like you to get local news via articles or videos by those who are focused on that specific area. People like myself. Just use the link in the description of this video to download it. Then search a city, state, or someone specific, like myself, Colts Law. Then make sure to follow them so you'll get all the news fresh as it comes out. That link in the description goes directly to me, so you can check that out easily. Also, it's cold outside, and if you live anywhere, in the north. If you don't, hey, there's other stuff you could grab too. My merch shop is pretty freaking awesome. Come check out the Colts Law merch shop. New items added every week. All sorts of items, from clothing to cups to cozies to backpacks, hats, just miscellaneous items that you can get around the house, even phone covers. Just check it out. Let me know. Send me a message. Hey, is there something that I'm missing? Go feel free to ask. Have a good one. So, I've been doing these live game reactions now for a while, and now I'm trying to do more than just the Colts. I'll do one, at least one, every week of the playoffs, maybe two. It just depends. Since there will be one on Saturday and Sunday, I think that'd be kind of cool, right? Let me know what you think. I am definitely going to be doing film rooms on players throughout this off season. Colts players, definitely. We've already talked about it, breaking down some of the plays that they have done over the years. My first one will probably be on Stephon Gilmore, on how he's done. But hey, I see that I lost a few of you. I am surprised that the Titans are up by 6 points at halftime. In all honesty, a mistake by the Jaguars. A broken play. The Jaguars, I feel like, should have 14 points right now, but they don't. Dobbs is playing better than I thought. I don't know why the Jaguars went away from their blitz. That first drive, the Jaguars blitzed like crazy, and they were effective at doing it, right? They were hitting guys behind the line of scrimmage and forcing incompletions and making tackles for losses. And then they quit doing that heavy blitzing, by the end of the second drive. What's up with that? But Dobbs has played much better than I thought. Semi-accurate with his passing, mobile, able to get outside the pocket. I'm okay with how he's played. Lawrence has been a little inaccurate at times. Like I said, he's thrown behind his receivers a couple times so far. I'm expecting a different second half, but the problem is how different, right? Because we all know Mike Vrabel is very good at making halftime adjustments to put his team in a better position, especially defensively. But we're talking about Peterson here. with the Jaguars. What's his halftime adjustments going to look like? Quit making stupid trick plays. All right. Let's not do trick plays. Let's not do double reverses or stuff like that. All right. Let's try something. You have a talented offense. Just put your best guys against their best guys and go beat them. Right? That's how you beat the Titans. I mean, you don't have to play finesse with them. All right. The way I see it, you just man up and go out there and beat them. That's how you do it. That's the only way you can do it. Now, with the Titans, best way of beating the Jaguars, keep running Henry. Oh my goodness, Henry's already came out here and thrown stiff arms. He threw a Derrick Henry stiff arm on one of those runs. It was just nasty. I think it was, who was it? Arden Key, I think, that he just threw to the ground like nobody's business. I think it was. Who was? No, it was Rayshawn Jenkins, if I remember correctly now. Yeah, that he, because I think Arden Key is not on the Jaguars. I think he's on the other team. But, yeah, he major stiff arm, and there goes an ambulance. But Henry's doing good. Oh, matter of fact, I haven't even looked at the game stats yet. Let me check the game stats out real quick, because I'm thinking Henry's probably got some yardage right now so far. Henry, 17 carries, 71 yards, 4.2 yards a carry. And he's got one catch for 19 yards. He's got 90 yards all-purpose in the first half. 90 yards. Dobbs, 12 of 15, 114 yards and a touchdown. Heck yeah. Hooper is their go-to guy, even though Okonkwo has the sole touchdown for that team. Trevor, 11 of 13, efficient, 98 yards, one touchdown. They ain't been able to run the damn football. They ain't even tried to run the damn football. They've ran the football 6 times outside of Trevor Lawrence running it once. 6 times. I don't know, man. You got Jermichael Hasty, who's quick, and you got Travis Etienne. Why aren't you using these guys? You know? It makes zero sense to me. Christian Kirk, as we thought, Kirk and Ingram right now leading in the receptions market. Between them, they got 7 catches for 68 yards and a touchdown. The Jaguars just ain't running the football, and they need to run the football more. The Titans have no problem running the football. Zero. Another thing that I want to talk about, actually, is the fact that the Titans have held the ball 18 minutes in this game. 18 minutes to the Jaguars 12. And that one turnover is huge for the Jaguars, that fumble. Which, yeah, it was a fumble since it was a reverse pitch. But 18 minutes in the first half? Wow. I mean, wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's going to make your defense tired, I guess, especially coming in the second half. You got to come out with some energy if you're the Jaguars defensively. Because if I remember correctly, am I wrong in saying that the Jaguars had the ball first? Or was it the Titans? I can't. Titans had the ball first, so Jaguars come out with it. We'll see how that rolls. So, I think I'm going to talk to Gerard Powers and Rodney McLeod after the game Sunday. I'm going to ask them if they might be interested in doing a Q&A live stream with us next week. Maybe you guys be interested in doing that, being able to actually ask Rodney McLeod some questions, or Gerard Powers or myself. I'm sure that if you got a former Colt and a current Colt, on there to ask questions. You're going to be asking them rather than me, but that's a situation that I was thinking about maybe being able to do if they're willing to do it. That's let me know if you think that's a cool idea or not. I don't know. Time frame though would not be in the evening. It would probably be a morning thing rather than an evening thing because Gerard has a family and his time frames are usually between 9 a.m. and like 1 p.m. So it'll be morning, noonish if we actually do that. But it would be nice to have something like that go on. At least I think so. What happened in the Jaguars game? Should be getting ready to be second half anytime soon. This question is for Lawrence. That's funny. That's fun. I doubt that happens, right? But it's all good, I've been blessed. I've been blessed in my time covering the Indianapolis Colts, especially the last 2 years. Started off having a co-host. DeQuell Jackson was my co-host, last year. Great guy, great personality, nice fella, knows football, understands and speaks well. Was great having him. I learned a lot with him as a co-host. And then Gerard came on when he left to take when DeQuell decided he wanted to do his own podcast. Gerard came on like 3 days later. It's like, hell yeah. And then Gerard, again, another guy who knows football, been around. He was with the old group, even before DeQuell Jackson came to the Colts. He was with the Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck, the early years of Andrew Luck. So, he has a lot of information and stories as well. And then, of course, Rodney being there, coming in, joining as a co-host early in the season. And, just kind of giving us the lowdown of the locker room and on the field, from a player's perspective, what happened literally on the field while he was there. It's just been awesome. I've been so blessed, and I'm glad that I have guys like that to be able to talk to on a regular basis. Not everybody gets stuff like that, especially people in my position, right? But it's going to be a little bit worrisome. I don't know what's going on with Rodney, so I don't know, what's going on with him. He's up in the air. He don't know what's going to happen. I don't think he's, he's got his life he's got to look out for, where's he going to be living this time next year, right? You just don't know when you're an NFL player and you're not under a long-term, even when you're under a long-term contract, you don't know, you could get traded or cut. Well, what's the game look like so far? Looks like they're talking to Vrabel. All right, the Titans have the ball at the 28-yard line under center. Oh, that's Jaguars, sorry. Fakes the handoff. It's a dump off to the running back. Screenplay. He's got room. Cuts up the middle. Picks up 8. Second down and 2 upcoming. Nice little running back screenplay right there. Let's see who that was to, actually, because I do not have his name. Was that Snoop? I don't have that guy's name on my list, actually. 35. Shotgun, running back to the right, 3 receivers to the left. Takes a snap. That's a handoff to Travis Etienne. He's going to get right to the goal line. depending on the spot, that is so close. Or not goal line, but the first down marker. It's going to be 3rd and 1. They're going to mark him inches shy. Inches shy. Well, Richie, they may want to try to sign Rodney, but does Rodney want to stay? You know, if this defense is getting torn apart, if Gus Bradley's not here and all that, we don't know, you know. So we got to sit and wait and see. I would love to have him back. He's been a definite bright spot to this team. They are going to bring the chains out here.
Who we talking about?
He is short by about a foot. Rodney McLeod.
Oh,
on whether or not he'll be back this time next year.
Bright spot to the team, the organization, the community. Man, he's just a good dude. Mm-hmm. I like him. Plays good football. Yeah. Definitely would like to have him come back.
And it was the first time in his career that he played box safety, as you found out earlier.
Yeah, blew my mind, man. I was just like, and then I got to think, okay, I always thought of him as that, free safety. So I was like, dang.
Mm-hmm. All right, they're going for it. 3rd down and 1. They get it. That's a quarterback sneak. I think he crossed that line before they pushed him back. It was a quarterback sneak. I'm pretty sure he got there.
Whoa.
They gave it to him. Okay. Right.
He's down. Oh, no, he wasn't. Okay. That's a different leg.
I think that third effort might have got it for him, but I think Vrabel just threw the flag. I can't tell. I know he's mad about it. I guess he didn't. Big formation. Double wing formation. Single setback. Fakes the handoff. Dumps it to the tight end. He breaks the first tackle.
Nice.
Picks up 12 on the run right there.
Nice effort. That helps when your guys, playmakers and stuff, are starting to help out and extend these plays.
Yep. That's Luke Farrell.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Under center, tight formation, single setback. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it wide, far out of the hands to Christian Kirk, way outside. He was under pressure. He had to get rid of the football. If that would have fell into Kirk's hands, he had the first down easy.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's another one of those weird ones where you're a right-handed quarterback rolling to his left. It's just, yeah, that's a complicated one, but he almost made it. Yeah, look how wide open he is. 6 yards before anybody's even around him.
Mm-hmm. Hit his hand, then hit his helmet, then hit his hand. Split receivers, shotgun, 2nd down and 10 at the 49, takes a snap. That's going to be short by about 3 yards as he throws it to the sideline, to the right sideline. And that's Marvin Jones Jr. I don't know why, but that is a tongue twister for me. Maybe it's the Jones Jr. It's kind of hard to say. 3rd down and 2 upcoming.
It's the Rolling Jays, huh?
Right. At the 43, need to get to the 41. 3 receivers to the left, running back to the right, shotgun.
Oh, that's
and
bad.
We got a false start. Prop the center.
Jacksonville's doing a lot what we saw with the Colts this year. Just keep shooting themselves. Oh, we're doing something good. Or, we're doing something good. Let's do razzle-dazzle that we don't need.
Right. Just put your best players out there and play football. You have more talent than this team. Just use it. That's the way I see it. But 3rd down and 7 now. Need to get to the 41. They are at the 48. Same setup as before. Takes a snap, 3-step drop. Steps up in the pocket.
Got him.
Nice pass right there. We got a flag on the field too. That's Christian Kirk for a first down. Are we going to get a pass interference or a holding, defensive holding? Hopefully it's not offensive holding. Yep, defensive holding. That's going to be declined. First down. I thought it was defensive holding.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You want to come out of your break? No, sir. Not today. not for free, at least.
I can't say Roy Jones Jr. very well either. So I think it's the double J's. I have a problem with split receivers again. Shotgun running back to the left or right. Takes a snap at the 32-yard line. Nice play right there to Jones. Gets to the 11 where it'll be 1st and 10. You can get a first down without getting a touchdown here. I don't know if that's going to happen. And they're in hurry-up mode. I mean, hardcore hurry-up mode.
28
Shotgun.
seconds left.
Takes the snap. He's going to throw. He's back corner of the end zone over the head of Jones.
That was a good throw, though, because he was double covered. And he was like, let's just, yep.
I think they were trying to catch the defense off guard by running fast. And that's going to be something that's going to be very difficult to do against a Mike Vrabel, coached defense.
Oh, yeah, catch them being undisciplined and how to, yeah. Yep. Especially whenever the ref has to come in and stop the play because of the substitution. It makes it even more complicated.
Double stacked receivers on either side, shotgun running back to the left. 2nd down and 10 at the 11-yard line. He steps up into the pocket, looks, throws short. He's going to get 2, 3, maybe 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 6 upcoming.
I'll tell you what, though. Trevor Lawrence, he looks like he's at a restaurant just reading a menu and stuff. He's got all day long to stand in that pocket right now. He's going to end up gashing you early a lot, if you don't get a little more pressure than that.
They're going to call 3rd and 7, but they were in zone coverage, the Titans were that play. Kevin Byard directing traffic back there on the backside of the defense. 3 receivers to the right, running back to the right. Trevor kind of rolls to the left a little bit. Oh, my God, he missed him so open. Oh, my God, he had a touchdown gifted to him. As Zay Jones there wasn't anyone within 10 yards of Zay Jones in the back corner of that end zone, and he overthrew him. Holy cow.
How does he get that wide open first off? I mean, what?
Oh, Trevor is sick to his stomach missing that. Here comes the field goal, make it a 3-point game, and he do it. I said it that way so I could get the doo-doo in.
Doo-doo. I'll tell you what, though. Trevor Lawrence hasn't seen a receiver that open since JV days. Dude, throw the grenade toss or something. Make sure he catches that. I mean, ouch.
Yeah, that's a bad. That was a bad rep for Trevor right there. He wants that back definitely.
Like you said, it was doo-doo.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, man.
Not happy.
At least they could come back with points, make it a 3-point game again.
Absolutely. Let me switch this out for any donations that people would be interested. If you guys, like I said, if you're interested in dropping any kind of donations, feel free to use the link in the description of the video. We'd be very appreciative. No, I got that.
That's what I thought you meant, but I didn't see it happen until just now.
That's because I was busy talking before I did it. Man, Trevor's still pretty good, but he sure isn't as good as expected. He was certainly a bust considering he was supposed to be the next Luck. That's Basil. And
yeah, and to be honest, I mean, Is that a Trevor problem or is that a expectation problem from other people? Okay, because I think Trevor Lawrence has the tools. I mean, look at the difference from what we saw from him last year to although he pretty much eviscerated the Colts last year, but you know what I'm saying. From the season overall that he had last year to what he's had this year, you see an improvement, and that's just with simple coaching changes. The offensive line isn't playing a markedly different or worse, but yeah, he's still going to be good. I think he's going to be a problem for us fans for a while. You know what I mean? And that's where it's like, I really would like to get this defensive edge situation figured out with multiples,
I mean, I'd still take Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, heck yeah.
As a starter quarterback.
Mobile, big, strong. He's got the arm.
I'd give our first round pick right now to Tennessee and be like, I'll take Trevor. Go ahead. Here. Even swap. Seems fair to me. I'll take Trevor over any guy in this draft. Anyone.
Sort of do like we did with Defoe.
Yup.
There you go.
Patterson up for the kick. Oh, kicks it out towards the left side. Short by about 7 yards. Gets to the 20. Oh, pushed out of bounds.
Those short kicks aren't really working out so well for him the last couple of times.
No, they're not.
Basically, he's not an actual bust. He's just a bust on expectation.
On expectation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you better give him a hug, a paycheck, half your check.
It's like, I am so sorry. All right, we got a shotgun, right wing formation, running back to the right at the 32-yard line. 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Guess what?
I know. Wait for it.
Handoff.
What do you guys think the play was?
Handoff to Derrick Henry. Falls forward for 3 yards.
Absolutely, Basil. Oh, well. Okay, I didn't see the last name in there. Whoops.
I still probably yes, because Trevor's got he's already got, a couple years of experience under his belt to be able, he's already NFL ready.
Not to mention, if you throw that last name in, that means another year with even worse performance, because you're going to have to be the number one pick in the draft. So.
Nice little wide receiver screen right there to Traylon Burks for a first down.
At first I said, heck yeah, when I seen just the first two names, and then in the bottom line, and Caleb.
All right. 9 minutes left in the third quarter at the 44-yard line. I formation under center, 2 receivers to the right. 1st and 10, takes a snap. Oh, guess what? Handoff. Hey. This time he falls forward for 6 yards.
He's starting to wear on him, and it's only the third quarter. It's the Derrick Henry effect.
Derrick Henry is not going down on the first tackle. It takes multiple people to bring him down. You got to swarm to the ball on Derrick Henry.
Do you have any idea how many touches he's got already?
962.
Oh, just this quarter?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get to that in a moment, actually.
I just didn't know if you'd already looked it up.
Backside, this is a wildcat handoff. Derrick Henry. He's going to throw the football. Nearly made a completion. I think we got pass interference.
Jeez. What a weird.
Derrick Henry went to throw the football to the tight end, and we might have a pass interference on the Jags. And we do.
I mean, that play was like, Derrick Henry's rushing. He's going to get tackled for a loss. No, he's throwing it. He's going to get sacked for a loss. Then he throws it. He's like, pass interference, first down. Just as they drew it up.
Including that pass, he has 21 touches so far this game.
Okay. I'll be honest with you. I am surprised that the Titans' offense is on the field as much as they are.
That's ticky-tacky pass interference. He barely touched him. I formation, 2 receivers to the left, handoff, Derrick Henry. 1st and 10. He gets stopped at the line of scrimmage and goes down. Hey, guess who was there? Josh Allen was there.
Yeah. Was he the initial hit? I can't see. My screen's
Davon Hamilton, I think, was really right there as well.
Get a little blurry issue going up here.
It's okay. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Quick pass to the side. Oh, my goodness.
No, he dropped it.
He dropped the ball. That was good defensive play right there by the Jaguars.
Yeah. Definitely was not an uncontested catch, but I still think he should have made that one. I mean, it looked like it got into his body, didn't it?
I don't know. I think the defender was able to get his hands in and swat down.
Did he?
Across the arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe
Third
B
down.
Says, Go ahead. Joe B says, we found our quarterback, our new quarterback. So you take him, and what do you do with Malik, Joe B?
3rd down and 10. Shotgun. 2 receivers. Oh, now we got all kind of crazy stuff going on. Shotgun again. Takes a snap. There's a blitz. Oh, no, that's just. Robert Woods just made a hell of a catch for a first down for a gain of 14.
That was a pretty decent throw, wasn't it? It looked like it was where he needed it to be to protect from being an interception. You know what I mean? Real low. And
I found the quarterback too.
Oh, there you go.
Under center. Bunch tight. Handoff to the running back. He is grabbed. He's going to fall down for 3 yards as well. That's not Derrick Henry, though. That is Hassan Haskins. 4th round pick. Second down and 7 upcoming. 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter at the 3.5 yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Takes a snap. Steps back. 3-step drop. Going for it all. Incomplete pass. He threw it behind. He tried to back shoulder pass to Okonkwo, and that didn't go anywhere because, Rashawn Jenkins, the guy who took the Derrick Henry stiff arm earlier, made a good play.
Vrabel's going, no, and then he's like, oh, he caught it, yes, and then he's like, oh. Great effort by everybody on that play. Wow.
Yes, it was.
I got to change that quarter.
3rd down and 7. 6 minutes, 14 seconds left in the third. They need to get to the 16-yard line. They are at the 23.5. We got bunch formation to the right, running back to the left, takes a snap, 5-step drop. He is under pressure, immediately rolls out to the right. He's got to throw that away. He wants a roughing the passer, Paul, but he was outside the freaking pocket. Come on now. It's 4th down and 7. You got to kick your field goal here.
I'll tell you what, though. That's like the 3rd time I've seen him hold it like 2 beats longer than he really needed to, where he could have just I mean, why take this hit? Why even set yourself up for that? Why not just throw it away?
He jumps up and throws the football as the defender is grabbing him to pull him down. That is not roughing the passer.
No, but my point is why not just throw it a beat or two earlier? You can see everything's covered up and just not take the hit at all.
And here comes the field goal, and it is good, and it's back to a 6-point game. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Yeah, that is not roughing the passer.
No, not at all. I'd say not at all in this day and age, I guess.
I know.
But yeah.
But Dobbs should have got rid of that a lot sooner if he was wanting not to get hit. I mean, it's just facts.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
It's like, well, I waited. I was running with the football. Dude finally got his hand on me, so I slid. Well, if he already has his hand on you, that means he's a little too close to pull up. You know? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
His left shoulder pad touched me in my ribs, so I started my slide.
And I don't understand how I got all rolled up and a dislocated knee.
Come on now. You're going to give yourself up, give it up early enough to where it's not a problem for the defense.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. We've got a much better game than I thought going into this. I mean, I still feel like
I still feel like the Jags can take this game.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the Jags are okay in this game. I mean, granted, they would like to have the lead, but how many times have we seen a play where it's just short or overthrown? You know what I mean? Especially that last one. Oh man, you know that one's going to be talked about.
Yeah, that is a fact. I mean, one for one overthrown pass to a wide open receiver, and then a bad pitch. Jacksonville would have 21 points right now.
Yeah. Well, and there was that toss of the running back out Etienne.
That's what I'm talking about. The pitch.
No. I'm talking about. You're talking about on the little razzle dazzle play where they fumbled it. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Etienne on the left. Whenever he was like 6 yards with nobody around him. If he caught it, that would have put him in scoring position too. So yeah, I mean, there's just, like I said, there's just been a few plays. If they could find those, this thing could blow wide open. But they're missing a lot of those right now, and the Titans aren't. I mean, the Titans are doing what we expected, just hammering. And the thing is with this type of game, keeping Henry engaged and part of the scheme is exactly what you want. You know,
absolutely. You got to lean on him, and they have leaned on him. Here comes the kickoff. He's going to take this at the 3 yards deep line, gets to the 10. He's hit at the 13, and then the third guy drops him at the 14.
The third guy, which was the first guy. Yeah.
Wow. So whoever wins this wins the AFC South. They'll be 9-8.
So who you think takes that final spot in the AFC? Do you think the Patriots, or do you think you see the Steelers or Dolphins getting involved there at all? Patriots have the Bills. I mean, now the Bills really don't have anything to play for, right?
Yeah, you're right. The Patriots probably, I think they have a real shot at winning against a bunch of backups. Shotgun split receivers, running back to the left at the 14-yard line. Etienne takes the ball to the line of scrimmage, and that's all he will see as Jeffrey Simmons says hi.
He's like, I'm still good at this.
Yes, you are. Can you imagine having DeForest Buckner and Jeffrey Simmons both on your team?
Yes, I can. I've done it many a time. with Grover rolling in as my guy. Many times have I thought about that.
3 receivers to the right, running back to the left, 2nd down and 10, takes a snap. It's a blitz. Nice pickup. Wide open is Christian Kirk down the right sideline all the way to the 47-yard line. That's a chunk play right there. And that's all because the running back picked up the blitz beautifully.
Didn't miss that one, did he, my guy?
Nope. And he was not necessarily wide open, but he did have a step on the guy.
Yeah.
And he dropped that one perfectly. 1st down and 10. Under center. Tight formation. Takes a snap. Takes the handoff. Rolls out to the left. It's supposed to be a screen. He's going to throw it away because the screen was covered. Smart move by Lawrence there.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the 4th member of my rotation is Dio. So now I'm running with Grover, Dio, DeForest, and Simmons. I'll take that as my interior rotation all year long. Please and thank you.
Can't argue with that rotation.
Quiddy's out there just feasting as he gets better every year.
Two receivers to the left, running back to the right. Second down and 10 at the 47-yard line. 4.5 minutes left. Oh, he's pressure up the gut. He rolls out, beautifully rolled out. Did he catch that? Did Jones catch that shit? I don't think he caught that shit. I think that's incomplete. Yeah.
I was like, that. I mean, seriously, guys, he's full stride.
Yeah, that's on the ground.
Yeah, but it was a catchable throw. He had a chance at it. I mean, it was a catchable throw.
Yeah, it was really low.
Yeah,
but if he'd have got both hands on it, he
did.
Well, he got one hand on it, and one hand was kind of off to the side. Not really. He didn't get hands wrapped around the ball.
But he's full stride, running to his left. He doesn't realize that guy had just been shielded by his other teammate, but.
Formation.
He's running for his life and throws that.
Same formation, steps back under pressure. He's almost sacked. He gets out of it, resets his feet, directing traffic, throws down out of bounds, throws it away. 4th down and 10. Titans bringing blitz after blitz after blitz, and last 2 times they got home with that blitz.
The Titans have Derrick Henry to wear the defense out, and the Jaguars have always running around in the back. Quarterback that's going to wear you out.
Autry got out there, and then Simmons got up the gut.
Wow.
Here comes a punt. That was a good defensive performance right there by the Titans.
Yes, sir. I'll tell you right now, this is
fair catch at the 9.
It's not dire yet, but this is getting to that time where you're like, hey, make a play defense because we don't want to go down 2 scores with the team that's got Derrick Henry.
What I was saying at halftime was what happened. That first drive, 2 drives by the Jaguars were blitzing, and they were making plays in the backfield and forcing incompletions and stopping guys in the backfield and stuff like that, and you don't see them blitz nearly as much now.
Right. I think Dobbs hit him a couple times, and they were like, what's that saying? It's all fine and well until you take a punch. Well, they took a couple punches. They didn't like it, and so they dropped back into more of that zone and stuff. And it's just, to your point, I mean, their aggressiveness has just been throttled back.
Yeah, I still like the idea of being aggressive.
Me too. That's the one thing that I've had over the last several years about the Colts is like, I love what we're doing and stuff, but can we please blitz? Blitz just some decent amount. This isn't even worth mentioning what we're getting here, And Gus, even early in the season, it was like, yeah, okay, I see. And then now we sort of got back to this please blitz again.
Right.
Did we even blitz at all last week?
Yes, a couple times, not often though.
Okay.
I mean, when you don't want to blitz too much against a good running quarterback.
But it's not like it mattered. He was killing us without the blitz. Mm-hmm. I felt like that's what that blitz there was. The Titans very well and then brought that blitz up the middle, and it was just on that 3rd down play, and it was just sort of a statement like, we're done giving you all this time in the pocket, And even though there he had time, it was constantly backpedaling, running away.
He made him pay for a blitz though earlier with that deep pass to Kirk.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's one of those. If you don't get home with it, then you need your guys to step up a little extra for you, or else it's going to hurt.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe, for picking up this stream. Appreciate you.
Oh yeah. Guy. And my stream just started clearing out. Of course, it's a commercial, but
you want to join the Discord? Link is in here. You can see the exact same stream that we're watching. And if you want to sit and chat with some guys in the voice chat, you're welcome to do that as well. But if you don't want to chat, you still want to listen to us, just make sure you mute your microphone.
So at the 10, right? Yeah, 9.
9. As I said, it was the 9-yard line. They marked it at the 10 initially, but I was pretty sure it was at the 9. And guess what? First down. Guess who got back there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not Josh Allen. That's Arden Key.
Yeah.
Arden Key got back there and made a big old play on Derrick Henry. He was not able. He was able to fall forward to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he was hit 3 yards deep.
Yeah, right at the ankles too. It was one of those
Mm-hmm.
diving lunges that just Henry lost his feet. Then it was just like and that's a lot easier to stop Henry when he's doing this, when he's hitting the line of scrimmage versus when he's.
Yep. Coming at you full throttle at 245 pounds.
Yes,
Under
sir.
center, single setback. They do not hand the ball off. He's under pressure. He's going to dump it off in the flat to the running back. He's got room to run. He's got the first down.
Is that the running back? I thought that was the tight end.
That's the tight end.
Okay, yeah.
That's the Quanquo dude.
Conquo, yeah.
He gets the first down. He had open room to run.
At first, I thought they had him on Allen, and I was like, "Oh, he's getting ready to get blown." Or Walker, I mean, he's getting ready to get blown up. And then I was like,
He did get blown up, but
I think it was designed that way though.
A little bit. Well, I didn't see a lot of anyone blocking out in front of him. So.
Oh, you think that was just really?
Yeah, that was just a good play by Dobbs.
Receivers
to recognize it.
Receivers offsides.
Yes, he is. No flag. Hand off to Henry. Henry's going to pick up about 3-4 yards.
Over under on 40 carries for Henry or 40 touches. You think the
already? He's got 22 carries so far. 1 pass, 1 handoff, and 1 catch. Because he's handed the football off to somebody too.
He's only got 1 catch?
Yep. For 19 yards.
Hey,
under center, single setback, tight formation at the 23-yard line. Was that encroachment? That seemed like. Henry has got he ain't touched until he was at the 45. And then he fumbles the ball out of bounds. But he doesn't go down. He ain't touched till he gets to the 45. Mm-hmm. Then he gets to the 45 of the other team.
With the flag.
Yep. All sides. Or it's second down because, like I said, I was
holding on the Titans.
Oh, that was a big play. Was it anywhere around? Yep. Quanquo, right there. Yep. Yeah. And that was, and had he not done that, Walker hits him in the backfield.
There was 2 holds on that to break that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was, if Oquanquo did not hold Trayvon Walker, Trayvon was making a play in the backfield. Second down and 16. At the 13.5-yard line. Split receivers running back to the left. Shotgun. Minute 30 left in the third. A blitz. And guess what? He gets almost to the line of scrimmage.
Wow. That was a lot of work.
Was hit, yeah. He was hit 4 yards. He was hit 4 yards deep. Oh. Trey Herndon. He almost overran him. And he just stopped, grabbed those legs. And he was just hopping as much as he could to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Don't make us ban you, Skip.
Third down, 17. 2 receivers to the right. Takes a snap. 5-step drop. Looks. He's going to launch it way down for an interception.
Oh, man.
And he's taking it back. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 25 where he's cremated.
Man.
That was a bad decision by Dobbs. You have the lead. Yeah. You have a 6-point lead. You're thinking, oh, that's a punt. It's not a punt if you throw an interception and they can return it.
Yes.
Okay. Like
it's not a good punt. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. Right.
He got a hand in his face.
That is a bad play by Dobbs. This is a situation where he probably should have tucked it and ran, would have been better off.
And the thing is, if look at that. He's got his defender beat. He just
he didn't. He didn't have him beat. The defender looked back, saw the ball was underthrown, and stopped.
Right, but they were even, and he was.
They were
leaving.
even.
They were even, but he was leaving. I mean, if he could have just heaved that thing down there, I think. Oh man, I would have taken the
quick pass to the 20. That's a 5-yard pickup for 2nd and 5. You just do that all day, and you're going to take the lead. 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yeah, we said the defense had to make a play, and They did. So now it's your turn, offense.
Yeah, he had stopped.
No, like I said, I felt like where that was and stuff. Yes, he was, but I felt like he was like walking. I'm getting ready to go right past him.
Under center, that's a handoff to the running back, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage, but he's going to fall forward for 2.5 yards. It'll be third down and manageable, and that's the end of the third quarter.
Oh, my back hurts.
I can second that, sir. My chair breaking a couple weeks ago has been no bueno.
I hear you. What's up? Trevor Lawrence going to be Hall of Fame one day, huh? I don't know. I mean, he's got a lot of time to make it up, right?
Yeah, he needs things to go a little bit more his way as far as, his other people part of his career path. Let's just put it that way to be nice.
Yeah. But I mean he's got time.
And there's talent all over that team. I mean,
definitely.
Both sides of the ball. So
we'll see what happens. I still say the Jaguars is going to win this game. They need to not play. I mean, don't overthink yourself, Peterson, on this third down, and we'll call it 3.
Yeah, and don't overthrow yourself there, young quarterback. Let's just connect. You know what I mean? Let's just make every shot count.
No, that ain't no lie. I mean, my goodness. If you got a guy that's 10 yards open in the back of the end zone, just throw a lob. Just lob it. Just pitch it. He could have threw it to the corner of the end zone. The guy could have walked there and caught it for a touchdown. And no one would have been able to get close to him.
Yeah. So, let's see what we just getting into the fourth quarter. I don't think
the Jaguars are going to win by 17 anymore. I'm going to adjust that.
I do think that they're still going to.
I think they could still win by a touchdown.
Yeah, I think honestly, I'm sitting here thinking maybe 3 more scores, but they're going to have to be 2 of them are going to have to be touchdown to secure this game. So.
They definitely need to score a touchdown here.
Yeah, this would be a very nice place to start that, by the way.
Yeah, they definitely need a touchdown here.
At least get the first and then check the second one off.
I don't want to see no freaking stupid crazy shit happen here. Just pick up your freaking 3.5 yards. 3 receivers in bunch formation to the left, running back to the right, takes a snap, steps back 5 steps. Simmons broke free, wide open. Kirk, did he get hit early? Nope, no flag.
He got underthrown though. That means
yes, he did. Well, if he'd have thrown it any deeper, it would have been out of the back of the end zone. He threw it back shoulder in hopes that Kirk could make the play on the ball. Right here.
Well, okay. I mean, he's at the front of the end zone. If he just puts it, 2/3 of the way in the end zone there and just lets him. I don't know. Man, needed that.
36-yard attempt for a field goal. It's up and good, and it's back to a 3-point. There's a lot of trading field goals.
No kidding. Come on, we need some daggone 6s on the board here. All right.
Basil. It's weird. it's weird. They've been in the red zone multiple times.
Yeah.
And either came away with a field goal or nothing.
And I'll be honest, I don't ever remember Peterson being this passive. You know,
No.
I mean, he was always more aggressive, or was that just, what was it? Philippi or whatever, him and Reich, were they the ones that it just seemed to me Peterson used to always, what was it? I'm drawing drawing a blank on starts with an F, but I can't think of it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't keep Diet Mountain Dew. You're gonna buy yourself a case of Diet Mountain Dew if you're right? Well, you're welcome to do that, I guess. If you're wrong, do you have a case of Diet Mountain Dew in the house that you could just throw in the trash? I don't know. Just saying.
Wow.
What's up?
I was just sitting here thinking the defense really isn't even off the hook here. This is another, with the clock being where it is in the game and stuff. I mean, can't really let them get off, a touchdown, or else that could be it, because these offenses aren't shown to be able to do much once they get there.
No, they need to get a stop here, like a stop.
Like the turnover and stuff. Yeah.
No, I'm not even talking about a turnover. Just, make them punt. Get a 3 and out here or something.
Yeah.
They need to be aggressive on defense, in my opinion. $10:30 on the East Coast. What time is it in your neck of the woods? Those of you watching, just curious. Here comes the kickoff by Peterson. And it's another shorty at about the 3-yard line. He gets to the 10, 15, does a spin and falls forward to the 26-yard line. And here comes a fight on the field. Little scuffle. I don't think it's turned into a real fight yet.
Yeah, nothing yet.
A little bit of pushing and shoving. Some players jump in there real quick to break it up before it turns into something real.
It's a 3-point game, and it's a divisional game. You know how it is. Fourth quarter, it's going to get
Had Jeff Simmons not broke free in there like that, I think he makes a better throw here. But Jeff Simmons broke through that line at the last second and got right in Trevor's face.
Yeah. Definitely wasn't as bad as the last one he missed in the red zone.
No.
Or in the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. 2 receivers to the left. Takes us. Guess who gets the football?
Oh.
Nearly broke the shoestring tackle.
That one foot was just not. I mean, that gets missed. That turns in from a 5-yard gain.
It's
to
like
20.
Yeah, because he had open field in front of him,
Wow.
and he gets 5, maybe 6 yards on the carry.
And that'd been, Derrick Henry, somebody holding his foot. Once that released, he'd been like a slingshot.
I formation under center. Fullback moves to the side. Now it's a left wing formation. Takes a snap, hands it off. He tries to stiff arm his way out of that one, and no doing. He loses 3 on the run.
Problem with that stiff arm is his arms weren't as long as what's his name?
Walker.
Yeah. God, I'm having trouble with names all of a sudden. Sorry.
He tries to stiff arm him, and he just pushed through that stiff arm.
Yeah.
I mean, he pushed right through that stiff arm, buckled that arm, and brought him down anyhow.
Trayvon Walker is just feasting on these one-on-ones against the tight ends.
Yep. 3rd down and 7, need to get to the 36-yard line. They are at the 28.5. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Takes a snap. He's got to step up. He ain't nothing doing. That's a sack.
No, he had I don't know what the field looked like, receiver-wise, but
Trayvon broke his guy on that one too, forced Dobbs up into the pocket. He tried to run, but there was no going. And I said they needed to force a 3 and out here. And guess what? They did. Trayvon with a long stunt. Oh, no. That's Josh. No, that ain't either one of them.
No. But either way, they did that stunt up the middle, and then boy was there to clean it up.
That was a long stunt. Here comes the punt, standing at his own 9. gets the kickoff. Catches the ball at the 21-yard line. Got room to run. 25, 30. Got room. 35, 40. All the way to the 44-yard line before he's finally brought down. Putting the Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, and the rest of those boys in really good field position here.
All right, offense. Special teams helping you out. Defense is helping you out. Here you go. What are you going to do?
That sounds familiar. Defense and special teams playing well.
I wasn't going to go there. I felt like I was being shit. I wasn't going to go there. I figured I'd let somebody else say that. I've been fairly negative about things.
Sounds kind of familiar. First team to 20 wins. It sounds a little bit familiar, don't it?
How much time we got in this game? I didn't get about 9 minutes, I think.
Let me look here. 12 and a half minutes.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if first to 20 wins unless, well, Jaguars get a touchdown here. That
they'll be the first to 20.
Yeah, but I don't think that means they win because Derrick Henry with that much time left. As long as Dobbs doesn't over there and try to play hero ball, you got all the daggone time you need.
That was a well-designed stunt right there to get some pressure.
Yes, it was.
And then, of course, as I said, Trayvon Walker beat his man on the outside. So that pressure up the middle, Dobbs could not just bounce out away from him. And that's what hurt him. He had to step up into the side and right into the defensive tackle's hands.
Yep. Like I said, I really didn't think this game would be quite this tight. I mean, I know there's plenty of time, but I really thought that it was going to be more of a comfortable win for Jacksonville than whatever this game turns out to be for them.
Mm-hmm. Jacksonville has not led this game the entire game.
Nope.
Started out 10-0 Titans.
Yep.
They have been fighting from behind this whole time. This is their chance right here to take the lead.
And like I said, I mean, they're driving the ball. They're getting ready to take the lead, and then they do one of these little trick plays, sets the team back, and the thing, it's like then they have to work so much harder, you know what I mean, to overcome that. It's just, man, why? Life's hard enough. Don't make it any harder than it needs to.
Right? Or you overthrow wide open people.
Yeah, well, that's part of the. I mean, you see that a lot. It seems like we've seen.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that there are some times when you see someone wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback
so
just
excited.
overthrow him. Yeah.
Here, it's got a little juice on it.
Kirk in motion, takes a snap, steps back, throws at the feet. He just threw that away. He just threw that at the feet of the tight end.
Yeah, I was just like...
He gave that up. He gave that play up.
That tackle was 10 yards down the field. I was like, okay, they're not going to call it.
I'm thinking he threw that away because someone was playing the wrong play.
The right tackle definitely was, because like I said, he was scooting down the field. I was just like, wow.
Shotgun. Looks like the same play from last time. Kirk in motion. Takes a snap. That's a handoff this time.
Yeah.
And he's going to get a whole 2.5 yards out of that carry. And it's going to be third down and 7.5 yards.
That shows you how bad they messed up the last play. That was the same play. They just totally different.
The running back just didn't take the football. And Trevor's like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this thing?
Oh, man.
Third down, 7.5. Long 7. Double stacked receivers, takes a snap, steps, looks. Batted pass.
Oh.
Is that Rashawn Weaver?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. He had all day and then just tipped at the line of scrimmage. Look at that. Oh, he just broke through too.
Yep.
Okay. It's like I didn't even see, and then he come in at the last second who he was throwing it to.
Yeah, they got to punt it now.
Man. Yeah, this looks all too familiar.
Yep. Had great field possession set up by the special teams, and now you're punting it. And it's going to be down to about the 6, I think.
Yeah, that was a real good punt there.
That was a hell of a punt. Yep, 6-yard line. I nailed it.
Offense is like, all right, we're not doing it. So special team says, well, we'll get the defense in position. Maybe they can do it.
Maybe the defense can get another interception and this time actually get it returned back to the end zone for a touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. Man. Yes, this is all too familiar, by the way. I'm over here looking like, is this deja vu? What's going on? Thank goodness the uniforms don't look that similar.
The teal. I mean, it is teal, but
yes,
it's teal and black rather than blue and white. And that Jaguar face doesn't look nothing.
No, like a horseshoe.
Nothing.
Man, oh man. These commercials, they keep showing all these people having these aches and pains, and I'm like, I've had that one.
The hell kind of exercise is that?
That's what I was talking to you about when you came back from getting your son. I'm like, oh, they got this little thing that does this, and it fixes everything.
You can move your feet this much, and you're going to lose 20 pounds.
Hang on, I got to go buy one.
Really?
Oh, man.
You'd be better off laying in bed, putting your feet up in the air and doing the air bicycle thing.
Yeah. I'm over here looking at this going, oh, at least this is one good thing about me being broke. I'm not going to waste my money on something like this.
Right? Dude, I'd be happier to go get the ab shocker. Yeah.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. I got mine on.
If you're going to buy one of those foot things, go buy the ab shocker and wrap it around your head first. That'll help you realize you shouldn't buy stupid shit.
I was sitting there, whoa. All of a sudden, that turned into a little bit of a torture thing. So I'm out.
There was an ad.
Yeah.
All right, Basil. There was an ad where there was this little thing where you put your feet on it and you just move your feet literally this much. And they were like, this will help you. And I'm like, that's just stupid.
We can't hear the commercial, thank God. But when
Yeah.
we're watching it, is like, yeah, that fixes everything. My luck, I get on this thing and all of a sudden I'm like doing this for about 2 minutes and all of a sudden I'm like, crap.
Second half point margin, worst in the NFL in the second half, -95. Under center, single setback at the 6-yard line. Takes a snap. Guess what? It's a handoff. Derrick Henry.
Ooh.
Henry loses 3 yards on that carry. Everyone that came on the bus to this game showed up at Derrick Henry on that handoff.
Yeah. Meet you over at the right side of the field. Ready to go.
That's what the defensive huddle was.
Yep. Yeah. Peter, the biggest guy on your front, Peters is in there. He's making first contact. Not as much of a mismatch, is it?
Yeah.
Although Derek didn't give him the old stiff arm either.
Second down and 12.
On the floor.
Under center, single setback. Man in motion. Takes a snap. Oh, boy, was he close to getting sacked there. In the end zone, he has to throw that bad boy away.
You can't tell me there wasn't somebody holding on that play. Come on.
Dobbs about ate a safety right there.
That's what I'm saying, man. I was like, come on.
I mean, he just like full on cheeseburgered that safety. Wow.
Looking for Abe's. He's like, this is not how this is supposed to be going.
I mean, you could get a feel for how this game is going for the Titans right now by looking at Mike Vrabel because he's standing there like,
yeah, the lip is gone.
Yeah. 3 receivers to the right, running back to the right, shotgun, Woods in motion. Here comes the play. He's going to throw it quick to Woods. He's not getting that first down.
No.
He's short 2 yards, and we're going to get a punt.
Minus the Derrick Henry. If that wasn't for the 2-yard tackle for loss, they'd have had the first down. All right. Well, defense, you didn't do your job. You were supposed to score.
2 drives in a row, this Jacksonville Jaguars defense forced a 3 and out.
Yep.
And then the play before that was an interception return.
Mm-hmm.
So this Jacksonville Jaguar defense is really coming out and playing good right now in the fourth quarter.
Was that a 3 and out also? The interception?
Yeah.
I mean, was that like, you know what I mean, right?
I think it was.
Yeah.
But it was still a turnover. It wasn't.
No, I know. I knew that. I just meant.
Did it happen in the first 3 plays?
Yeah.
And there's the punt. Takes a Tennessee bounce all the way to the 34. Decent punt right there.
Actually, yeah. I mean,
you think about where he was punting it from.
What was that? About
60?
Yeah, it was like 63-yard punt.
Mm-hmm. Well, he got about a 6-yard roll too, though.
It's part of the punt when they let it hit. He's like, I'll take every inch of that.
Right. We have 13 people in here. You mean to tell me we don't have a bunch of Tennessee Titans fans in here? Or Jacksonville Jaguars fans in here?
Basil's like, I got you. We're good.
I know. And I am appreciative that Basil's in here.
Yes, sir. Hope you guys can join us tomorrow for the Colts game.
Yeah. That'll be tomorrow sometime.
And if for some reason, all 13 of you, if you haven't, please smash the like button, hit the subscribe, ring the bell if you want to be notified next time that we go live.
Or upload a video.
Oh, that too. Yep. I'll work on it. It'll only take me 2.5 years to get to this point. I'll give me 2.5 more years and we'll figure it out.
I only say it 3 or 4 times a stream.
I know.
I've got it to the point where
I was gonna say I've heard it all up here. You know, it's just every time I go to say it, I try to be relaxed about it, so it just comes out a little different every once in a while. Heck, I've typed it, you know, on the thing enough times to know it.
All right.
It's not been a blowout, but we got us a game.
Absolutely.
AFC South is still up in the air.
This is a defensive fight with some offensive screw-ups on both sides of the ball.
Exactly.
Both teams.
Yep. Yeah, although I'll be honest with you, I feel like the Jacksonville team has shot themselves in the foot more, but they've also been more productive, you know what I mean, as far as moving the ball.
What's funny is usually when Derrick Henry has this many carries in a game, he starts breaking more yards. He's had less yards in the last 3 drives than he was in the first quarter. Right?
Excuse me.
The defense is playing the run better. He was averaging 4.5 yards a carry at halftime. He's down to 3.4 yards a carry. So under center, 3 receivers to the left, single setback. Takes a snap. Oh, that's a jailbreak. Sack.
Tart is having himself a year, and he's like, I want more. I mean, what the heck? Did they forget to block him? I mean,
I don't know.
Lawrence turns around, and he's like, what are you doing here? Watch this.
Oh, yeah, that guard for some reason cut. Thought that the tackle was going to get him, and he didn't.
I mean, Autry got in there quick enough that he should have gotten a sack on any other play, but Tart was just ahead of him.
Second down to 19. Shotgun. Oh, my God. That dude just got demolished. At least he got his 10 yards back. It'll be 3rd and 10 upcoming. But that guard who got beat just got freaking ran over by Tart again.
Yeah, they're just exposing that interior of the oval line right now for sure.
Oh, my God. He got cremated. Oh, poor dude. We got to take a moment of silence. All right, there we go. That's enough.
I was going to say, now let's remember, this is the Jaguars. We're not going to be that sad, are we?
Kirk in motion, 3 receivers to the right, running back to the left, needs to get to the 44-yard line. That's 10 yards away. Lawrence launches a bomb and throws it to the Tennessee Titans on the sideline, not to any player on the field. Jaguars are going to punt again. Awful play by the offensive line that time for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just straight up that right guard. Man, I'm telling you, I thought Matt Pryor was playing right guard for the Jaguars that drive.
Oh, Autry got a lick on him on that one, too.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's about right, though.
Here comes the punt. It's a short punt with a nice Jacksonville bounce. Holy crap, all the way to the 10-yard line.
Love the roll.
That son of a bitch rolled 20 yards. Just and stop. Just inside. That will go down as a punt inside the 10-yard line.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it was literally like an inch inside the 10-yard line.
You know what? I apologize to you, Jacksonville fans. I know better. As soon as I start talking about how, Jacksonville's moving the ball better, and they've been doing a lot, even though they're shooting themselves in the foot, and all of a sudden Tennessee's like, what'd you say? And Jacksonville went the wrong way on every play there. Either nowhere or backwards. Well, no, he did get that 9-yard gain on the receipt.
This game is only slightly better than the Broncos game.
Oh, the Broncos-Colts game?
I was going to say, week 4? Because that's about right.
That was a snoozer.
Or just any Broncos game at all in general, because
Hey, they're gonna blow the doors off of whoever they play tomorrow.
The Broncos?
Yes, sir. I forget who they play, but they don't have anything to play for, so I'm like, go Broncos.
The only way they blow the doors off somebody, well, I got to check something real quick, and I'll tell you exactly how it happens. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm sitting here thinking, let
my keyboard's not working for some stupid reason.
Let Russ cook and just not be using a microwave, all right? Who was it they played?
All right, as I look through...
it's got to be the Chargers, right? It's got to be the Chargers because we just watched the Chiefs and the Raiders. Duh.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I see Brett Rippon come in for Russell Wilson and show that he's got something left.
So no cooking from Russ, huh?
We're going to get Russ sitting and Brett Rippon.
All right, I like it.
He's going to be warming something, but it ain't food. It's called the bench.
All right. Hey, I don't care what they got to do. Just win that game.
Oh. I don't know what Faulty Towers is. Under center, tight end in motion, single setback, 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. I'm just going to close my eye. Oh, my God, he faked a handoff. He's in the end zone. He's going to take off running. He gets outside. He's almost safety, but still picks up 5 yards on the carry as Dobbs is hit out of bounds. I thought he was sacked in the end zone.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm still trying to get over the shock that he didn't hand it off to King Henry there. I was just like, what?
Either way, the play would have been the same, about 5 yards.
So their first down plays have changed to 83% Derrick Henry on first down.
Under center, single setback. Need to get to the 20 at the 15. Takes a snap, handoff Derrick Henry, and he falls forward for 1.5 yards. 3rd down and 3, we're going to call it. Derrick Henry has 26 carries, 1 catch, 1 pass, and 1 handoff. He's 1 touch away from 30 on the day.
Yeah, but they've dropped their usage of him. off remarkably in the second half. Then
No,
doesn't feel like it because he had
3.3 yards a carry. He 26 carries, doesn't even have 90 yards yet. Shotgun, bunch formation to the right, running back to the left, takes a snap, 5-step drop, quick dump ball pass. And what a effort by the Tennessee Titan player to get that first down. He was hit 3 yards shy, spun out of that hit into another Jaguar, and then drove forward to get that first down.
very professional of you, sir, because it was going. I'm telling you, it was. And what a hit! I knew you were going that way, and then all of a sudden he spun out of. You're like, and what a second effort! I'm like, nicely done. Because that play looked like it was going to be blown up, like you said, for 3 yards short of the first down. Bravo.
Under center, right wing formation, single setback. Hey, guess what? Handoff, Derrick Henry. Henry runs into his own man, falls forward for 10 yards and a first down.
Derrick means, okay, I got the next play. Got it now.
He literally just fell forward for 5 yards. He run into his own player after a 5-yard gain. Watch. Bam, right here. And then falls forward for 5 more.
Keep them feet moving, and when you're that big. Oh, they said he was short.
Oh, yep. Must have been the knee. 2nd down and 1 at the 29 3/4 line. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff. It's a good pass and great play.
Very good play. Cisco got his hand in there at the last second, but otherwise that'd have been a nice little 12, 13-yard gainer. Look at that.
Great defensive play right there.
There you go.
Way to
earn your check, young man. Way to earn that check. Wow. Cisco.
What's up, Speed? Appreciate you, man. Third down and 1 at the 29 3/4.
Awesome, Speed. Hope to see you tomorrow.
I formation. Quarterback sneak. Oh, yeah, that push by the fullback just pushed him right over that line.
Yeah.
He was short until that fullback came in and said no. They got the first down. 1st and 10.
Yeah. Okonkwo got his ankle caught up in there in a funky way. I wasn't sure if.
4-1 bet. Handoff, Derrick Henry, next play.
4-1 bet. No, sir. I can't do that.
Okay.
All right. Come on now.
At the 30.5-yard line, under center, single setback. Double motion. Handoff, Derrick Henry. 3-yard gain.
9 people in the box. You know, you could see these guys that were getting gassed on the Jags defense. You're seeing them like feeling it here at the last 4 minutes of this game going, man, this dude just never stops coming at you. Doesn't matter if you tackle him for loss 10 times, he's coming back at you for the 11th.
I think Derrick Henry's only been handed the football off on first down once the entire game.
Well, that's where I was like, are you sure that they cut back that much on his second half touches? 99 yards.
I formation. Takes a snap. Handoff. Henry. Picks up 2.
He's a 100-yard rusher again tonight.
3rd down and 5.
All right, Tennessee, sit him down. He's done for the night. Come on, let's see what else you got.
29 carries, 100 yards, 3.4 yards carry. He has now officially touched the football over 30 times.
Wow.
Let's talk about workhorse. He's the only running back in the NFL that gets these kind of carries.
Yeah, consistently. I mean, we see it with JT and stuff that they have games, but not just this.
Not game after game after.
No, not for seasons in a row. You know what I mean?
Split receivers, shotgun, steps
Uh-oh.
back. He's blasted.
Yeah.
Is that an empty palm? They
Take
did
it.
not call it dead. It's returned for a touchdown. Is that an empty palm strip sack? Is that an empty palm strip sack? Because if it is, I just talked about earlier, Jaguars defense might as well make a touchdown, right?
Yep.
he's walking off the field. I guess it is.
Wow. All right. There you go, Jaguars.
Oh yeah, that is definitely empty palm.
I knew, like I said, I knew he got there in plenty of time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's out of control. Yep.
Yeah, empty palm. And that's returned for a touchdown. It's funny because on the beginning of this drive, I said the defense probably needs to score. I said interception return, but hey, it is what it is. And just like that, the Jags now have the lead by a field goal. Can they make this a touchdown to win the game?
4-point game. Well, to take the lead, there's still 2 minutes and 51 seconds left.
And there's the extra point. It's a 4-point game.
There you go.
Oh, no, they've sat Henry a few times, Migsby. There's been a few times where they've had to give Henry a rest.
But not very many, that's for sure. Well, according to Lawrence, this is game then, because you said first of the 20.
First to 20 wins. And guess who got that? Josh Allen.
Yep.
He had a good game today. Heck of
Both
a
of
game.
Them.
And that's
Walker
Jenkins.
Both.
Yeah, him and Walker, Jenkins. Outside of that devastating Derrick Henry stiff arm that Jenkins took earlier in the game, he's had a pretty good game too.
Yeah, I can't hold that against anybody. I mean, Derrick Henry just does that to people. Yeah,
dude, I think the owner of the Jaguar, or not Jaguar, not the owner, but the GM, just like pinned a dude up against the wall.
Oh yeah,
isn't that what that was?
I don't know. I didn't see.
I think it was the GM. I know it wasn't the owner. The owner looks like a 70s porn star.
Yeah. He always looks so sad. And wow. Now,
well, Trevor Lawrence is getting all the rest he wants in the fourth quarter. Hey, that's the first time the Jaguars kick the ball into the end zone. Usually he's dropping that 3-4 yards shy of the end zone.
Yeah, he is.
Well, it's the defense's fault that they have to come back on the field again so quick. So you're just going to have to deal with it, defense of Jaguars. Can't blame that one on the offense.
Deal with it. Okay. All right.
Did you just say teal with it?
That's what the flag, the guy's banner towel thing said, teal with it. I'm like, okay, come on now. We ain't there yet. We're watching you, but we ain't tealing it.
Shotgun single setback. Tied it in motion. That's a hold by Dobbs. He's going to carry the ball and pick up 10 yards and a first down.
And stop the clock.
2 minutes, 43 seconds left in the game. The Titans looking to get a touchdown to win this game. They've got one this entire game, and that was in the first quarter.
I think I tried to let that clock run, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
You're a running team. I would want to keep the running the football on the board. Bunch formation to the right, running back to the left, shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off. Henry with a nice little sidestep right there at the line. Picks up 9. He gets hit. 9 yards. It'll be second down and 1 at the 44.5 yard line.
Yeah, I'd run it. I wouldn't say I wouldn't run it. I was just saying I wouldn't run out of bounds. I think I'd just keep letting that clock run. And you got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning and Derrick Henry. It's like, oh, Derrick Henry's out on this play.
Probably the last play before the 2-minute warning here.
Yep.
Second down and 1, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Shotgun, empty backfield.
Take your
3
shot.
Receivers to the right. At the 44, did we just get an offsides? It's a quick pass to the tight end for a first down at the 50.
Did I hear you say, did we get an offsides?
Well, whoever's on offense is what I'm saying. That
okay.
All right. Well, like, I'm just saying.
I know. I'm just sitting here going, I'm a Colts fan. And I'm not going to say we got offsides, but I know what you're saying. I'm just funning. Hey. This late into it, I'm going to. After that good save, I thought maybe I caught you on a slip up there.
No.
Lose yourself like it's a Colts game. You know what I mean?
No. It's just, it's just how you talk, looking at it and see that the defense looked like they jumped a little bit. And I'm like, did we just jump?
That's right, Basil. All down to the last drive.
That's like if you see a bunch of girls, jump off a cliff. You're like, did we just do something stupid? I mean.
Basil. I tried, but I can't prove it in a court of law, so we just got to go with it.
The court of law.
I know. That's what I said it for.
Right.
After that save he did earlier, I am not going to sit there and dispute the skill.
Because if Chuck gets too little, antsy.
I've been silenced.
I could do all kinds of things.
Oh, man. All right, let's see some fireworks here. I don't care if it's offense or defense. Let's just see some fireworks.
Yeah,
I don't want to just see
left.
run the ball. Come on.
Oh, they can't just run the ball. Not with 2 minutes left. I mean, they can run the ball. I mean, they, like you said, they got 3 timeouts.
Yep.
That's why I said, I don't have a problem stopping the clock, getting out of bounds. That saves a little bit more time so that you can run the football when you want to, because they were on the wrong side of the 50 to be thinking about, running the clock out.
Yeah. I just don't want to give Trevor that chance, because all they would need to do is get into field goal range, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To tie it.
Yeah. Which I don't want that. So that's where I'm like, let's just run this thing out. Let's decide this in regulation.
Yep. 2 minutes left at the 50-yard line. They need to get 50 yards to win the game. Nothing short of that will do. And whoa, Josh Allen was bit on that handoff to Derrick Henry. That didn't happen. Dobbs takes off, picks up 2 or 3. But boy, had he handed that off to Henry, Henry was getting tackled for a 5-yard loss.
The last 2 first down plays have been that real heavy fake to Henry and then take it over the other side. Mm-hmm. Last one was to the left. That one was to the right. So, yeah.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 7 at the 47.5.
Set him up for, 58. Oh,
that's a strip sack.
He got it. Okay.
He got it back, but that was a strip sack. I think it bounced back into his hands.
Dang it. I thought that was it.
At least I think it was a strip, because it looked like he looked down like he lost the ball, and it bounced back up into his hands.
He had his arm back, and you just seen it. It was like, well, where'd that go?
Yep, I was right. No, he caught his own fumble.
So is it a fumble then?
that is it's a forced fumble.
Even though it was never.
It's still a forced fumble.
Oh, come on. That's weak. It's got to at least hit the ground, NFL. Come on.
That's a forced fumble. You took it out of your possession. I've been pulling for the Jags this whole game. I'd rather the Jags win than the freaking Titans. Both of us feel that way, I think.
Yeah, I don't want to see the AFC South being represented with
Joshua Dobbs.
Yeah, I just...
Look, I am of the opinion that if the Colts can't make the playoffs, then I want to see whoever represents the AFC South do well. Okay? Because that only looks good for us as a division. I'm so tired of our division being the butt of jokes in the NFL for the last 30 years. Since this division's been around. It's only been like 20 years, but still.
I was going to say, we weren't the butt of the division was, I get it. Because it was Peyton's division for a long time.
But it was still the AFC South was trash outside the Colts.
Yeah.
Here comes a blitz. And that's encroachment bigger than shit.
I don't know. I think they might get the center on this one.
Oh, they did. They did. They got because of the jump of the defense, though. I'm surprised that they call it that way because I thought that the Jags made him pull because I think he jumped because the Jags got over the line right there.
No, I thought I'm thinking they might have also got the center because he came up with that real sudden head
Okay.
moving up, which I don't know. Like I said, I can't hear him obviously, but that's what I would have called.
All right. Bunch formation to the left, running back to the right, takes a snap, steps back, third down, 17. He dumps it off to the running back, but he don't go nowhere.
No, sir.
Fourth down and 14, 15 yards here coming up. This is the game play right here.
How many laterals? Over under. How many laterals on this play?
How many forward lateral passes will there be? We've already had one of those today.
Well, I don't think Josh Dobbs feels comfortable enough to have the time for a 15-yard route.
It'll be fourth and 12, I think, is what's coming up. That was to the rookie running back, by the way. He's lucky to get rid of that football because he was sacked dead to rights, too. 4th and 13. My bad. That was a yard off.
Is that accurate, Basil? I didn't know that was even an option.
It is an option because they're 8-8. The other teams are 8-8 as well. So it's possible that the other 8-8 teams lose out.
I thought the other team was 10-6. What the heck?
Not on the wild card spot.
Okay.
There it is. He stands in the pocket. He dumps it off, and he's short. That's game.
Yep, sure is.
He is short. That's game. Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Tennessee Titans 20-16. The Titans only have one timeout left. That's not enough to make them force a punt. They could knee this game out.
Yep. That would have been a trip to see two AFC South teams in the playoffs. I did not even think it was an option, to be honest.
It's possible, but the chances of it happening would have been like slim. Like,
and that would have had to have been a Titans win. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had to have been a Titans win, and all the other 8-8 teams had to lose.
Gosh. Wow.
So if I'm going to guarantee a team to get into, I think the Jaguars have a bigger upside than the Titans right now. He faked hold on.
Yeah. He's like, if I'm going to lose this yard, I'm going to eat up some clock.
Yep. He faked the knee. And I don't know if you're allowed to do that anymore. I guess you are.
He never went down, did he?
No.
Okay.
But here's the thing, right? I don't know who the Jaguars are going to be playing, but it's a wild card, or not a wild card team, but it'll be like a what?
It'll be the
probably,
Bills,
or the Bengals,
or not the Bills. Sorry, I keep thinking this is a wild card because we were talking that way. So yeah, it's not going to be the Bills.
No, it's a because they're a division leader.
Yeah,
they won't be facing another division. Well, yeah, they can face a division leader, but not the two top division leaders. The two top division leaders face wildcard teams.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the two, yeah. So it's tough. They're a divisional leader. They could face the Bengals or well, shit.
No, there's all three divisional play 3 wild card teams. So they couldn't play the Bills and they couldn't play whoever wins the AFC North.
I don't think they could play the Kansas City. Well,
Kansas City's got to bye. That's why I said Kansas City's got to bye, and then you got Buffalo, AFC North, and the Jags all play the wild card teams.
because with the way things are set up because of the missed game, I had me all screwed up.
Yeah. Well, I think, Kansas City winning and Buffalo not even getting a chance, it clears all that up until the only thing's question now is the location of the game.
Yeah. All right. Guys, I appreciate everybody who stuck with us throughout this whole game. All 15 of you. Thank you so much. If you have not hit that like button, feel free to do so now. If you have already hit that like button, don't hit it again.
We hope to see you guys tomorrow at 1 o'clock, actually 12:30. 12:30 for the actual
pre-game
game of our passion, and as much as
you get to watch the Colts host the Texans, and it'll be the anti-Super Bowl of the NFL 2022 season.
I don't want to win, you win.
But it was an interesting game. Thanks again, Joe, for Joe and Brandon, both of you, for streaming this game over on our Discord. And until next time, I'm Lawrence Owen. That's Colts Loyalist. And as usual, have a good one. I don't think I'm going to do the ending because it's not a Colts game. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this. Represent, Jags. You made it to the playoffs. You better win at least one game. All right? Win at least one game. Represent the AFC South proper. All right. That's all I have to say. Have a good one.